And there it is. Thank God. Hello, everybody.
Oh God.
Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. My name is Josh Orsak, and we are going to continue the Bloody Neutrals game. But it is no secret that the Bloody Neutrals game will also now tonight include the conclusion of a long-standing storyline in the Orsak Narrative Universe. A year ago, a plucky fairy had a dream of uniting Faerun, of bringing all the different factions of Faerun together under a single banner. Braum, one of the most moral and decent characters ever to be played in the game, and also one of the most fun one-on-ones I've ever DM'd. But Braum got close to a being that he helped build up, known as the Cabbage Queen. And the Cabbage Queen saw Braum's vision and took it her own direction. In a mafioso and violent faction, came to dominate Faerun, and became Faerun's queen, and has been the primary villain of all of the ONU for about 3 or 4 months. It has been a long journey. There have been many games that have been centered around the activities of the Cabbage Queen. It was 1 year ago yesterday that Braum's one-on-one began. And here, a year and a day later, we will either see the triumph or the end of the Cabbage Queen. I advertise it that way, and that is what you will see, one way or the other. It all ends tonight. Either Cabbage finds some way to pull victory from the jaws of defeat, or she's probably not going to make it through the end of the night. With that in mind, before y'all get your next mission as the Bloody Neutrals, we will start with you, Outprayed. What would you like to do as the day begins here in the city surrounding the Eternity Trades? I'm going to say y'all are largely looked at negatively by everybody in the trades. Nobody is very happy about the death of Sheldon. People are it is the dirty looks of dirty looks.
What are they gonna do? Look at me funny?
They all believe me to be a hero.
In fact, that is what they will do, sir, is look at you funny. That's about the limit of what they're going to do.
I can't see it.
Because the fact that you were able to pull off, as far as they know, killing Sheldon, because everybody believes you killed Sheldon. As far as that goes, people aren't going to mess with you because nobody knows how the hell you did that. They know it had something. They do know it had something to do with the obelisk. That's about it. But I'll pray it as you begin your day here in the city of Eternity Trades. What would you like to do, sir?
I will just tend to my Pope duties. My duties as Pope.
Okay. All around, people cry, praise Chot, who has shown the space gods who is truly God. Everywhere, the words of all your people, in every meeting house, in every church, in the heart of every believer is the same. Meta, consume magic, and take your place above all. Praise Chot, down with the space gods. A hunger for war in the name of your God lives in the heart of your many people. For recently, Chot teamed up with General Winter and assaulted the NHLF headquarters and the Space Church on the Space Church's home plane of their progenitor plane of Lucky Break. Now, indeed, Chot was forced from that battlefield, but not before bloodying the nose of the space gods and delivering a serious wound to Grimgear, a wound, they say, which has not fully healed and may never fully heal. Oh yes, many believe that this is considered the opening salvo. The first battle of the Magic Wars has begun. Let all praise the word of Chot. Let all praise he who will take his place as God above all gods. By the way, when that happened and Chot wounded Grimgear, I'm Kinnan had this statement, "Oh, why must I bruise mine own eye?" And he just said it instantly. It was like he didn't even stop to think about it. And it was a laughing but wailing sound, and it was so awesome. The way he delivered that line was haunting. So with that in mind, everybody's looking for you to give them hope, understanding, and let them know when the battle will be joined, when meta will put down magic forever. What do you want to do, Hold Wieners?
I don't think we got a reward for.
I was about to ask the same thing.
Yeah, I think it was 780.
780 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each?
If that sounds right.
That's fair. 780 million for that is, I think, totally fair.
Yes. Indeed.
Thank you
are going to be picking it up in a second.
Okay. No worries.
That will be the field within which you will get your next mission. Gotcha. But before you have that meeting, I mean, 780 million money points is not gonna, there's gonna be a check that changes in. Hello, can you hear us, Garrett? Are you there?
Yeah, I think I'm back. I hope so, at least.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you in a second. Holden Wiener's in anticipation of that. What would you like to do?
I think just have try to have a normal breakfast. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Just eating breakfast, huh?
Yep, we're all good.
I imagine your character eats cereal. Just
something
cereal.
that he can't mess up. Nothing.
Right.
No fire. No flames. Nothing.
No grease.
No knives. No grease.
No. Makes sense. What about you, Blind Justice? What do you want to do as as your day begins?
So we got 700, and that was the reward, was 780 million.
It will be. You haven't gotten it yet.
5 ways. Oh, no, but I will wait for us to get a reward.
Yeah. Was it divided?
Okay.
Yeah. Was it divided 5 ways, or was it?
Yeah, we should just get the reward first so that we can actually do stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Okay.
I can't go prepare, so I have nothing to do.
That's fair. I outprayed. Are you there? Is there anything you want to do with your kingdom kind of up in arms, as it were?
Yes. Oh, great. Okay. I'll make it quick because I don't know how long my internet's going to hold in. But I'll just give them a speech about, like, hold hope. We will be there when the war ends, and we'll be on the side.
We'll be there when the war ends, and we'll be on the winning side of it.
What else?
I like that. You think he actually says what else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have a guy for this at this point?
Yes,
I mean,
he
there's
does.
probably a guy who does it for when I'm not there.
No, there's a guy who speaks for you whenever you want him to. Remember?
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Your bishop, your archbishop.
That's right. The first guy I converted.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't convert him. You, I guess, sort of. You converted him to the first bishop.
Way.
So, do you want him to take over here?
Yeah. For now, I'll just kind of tell him to include that in his speech, and he takes over.
Outprayed has empowered me to speak to all of those who worship the only God that is truly God, Chot. I hear your cries. I hear your thirst that you would establish Chot above the space gods, above all gods, that you would see the power behind Chot, that mysterious something, those beings from beyond, established as the clear and undeniable centers of the Ohenyo. And I say wait. Wait. Remember the saying. he also serves who stands in wait. Wait at the door. Wait for your glory. Chot will come in his own time. He will come and establish the pillar at the center of all reality. Magic will never be obliterated for the Ohenyu, nor would our loving and decent God Chot want such a thing. No. He only wants to establish what is the truth. Truth is his goal. And I know that the God Chot, if he were able to establish the truth, let people see the truth, the peaceful means, it would be done. But we know that the forces of evil, the forces of lies, the forces of mistruth will not let such a thing happen. The space gods be gods, but nothing compared to Chot. That is the truth. It is this truth and the undeniable reality of the superiority of the meta power that stands behind Chot above the magic that flows in the veins of the Ohenyu. It is the undeniable reality of the great story that must be established. People must know the way things really are. There can be no justice, there can be no peace, there can be no love unless first we see things clearly. And Chot will let people see things clearly by a wave of his hand, if that be his will. But something tells me you are correct. A much more violent path lays before us. And if the forces of magic and the forces of the space gods will not accept the truth, then we shall tear their eyelids open and force them to look into the light. And when it is done, the pain that they suffer along the way will be but a passing shadow. And when they see the truth, we all know, when they see the light and it cleanses them, they will thank us for that little, tiny bit of suffering. The night comes soon, but it will be short, and the day breaks after. Praise Chot! All across the world, people go, outprayed, outprayed, outprayed. and the voice of outprayed, the bishop does not look one iota upset about that. He kowtows, does the kowtow before you, and like presents you to all the people everywhere.
Yeah, to be fair, that sort of is the church, isn't it?
Yes,
Being
it's
a
how
mouth-
Aaron and Moses
being a mouth-
worked.
Being a mouthpiece too, right?
That's how Aaron and Moses worked. Aaron would speak,
Yeah.
and then he would give all the glory to Moses. Anyways, with all of that established, y'all go into Wu Wong's office. Gentlemen, a pleasure to see you. An incredible job with Sheldon. People didn't think it could be done, but I was confident in you, and you showed that confidence was not misplaced. I am not a hard taskmaster. I do not punish failure with overt terrors or death, but I do reward success richly. I have decided to up the gift for that particular mission. Each one of you is getting 1 billion money points. Each. May your endeavors, whatever they may be, reach unbelievable fruition, gentlemen. Wu Wong stands behind each of you. If there is anything that you need on top of the money to help make your dreams come true, your wildest wishes, let me know. I will do what is in my power to do to make them happen. So far as they stand within the bounds of ultimate reason. Now, I'm going to have to excuse you for a second. I have to go get the money wired. I was just reading something here that I found rather disturbing. Excuse me. I'll be right back. And he gives you kind of a look and looks down at the dossier he was reading, as if he wants you to perhaps read it yourself.
Oh, God.
I suppose I should.
Just kidding. Obviously. I don't mean that.
What do you know? It happens to be a braille.
Is there a braille?
I
copy?
imagine.
Is
I
it
imagine
dossier
that,
Braille?
that. I imagine that Blind Justice can't actually read Braille.
Yeah, probably.
Here's what I think.
Puts- he
Here's what I
runs his
think.
fingers
He
over
no,
it,
he
like,
thinks he can
yes,
read
I
Braille.
understand.
He thinks he can read Braille, but can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he just just
Makes it
guesses
up.
what it like guesses that he understands what it says, but actually doesn't. That's what I imagine for Blind Justice.
At this point, the lie's gone on too long. He can't admit it now.
That's for sure.
He chose to be blind. It's no lie.
Like
Yeah, I chose
the-
to be blind. Come on.
do you want? So I assume you do want to read it.
Yeah.
It shows a rather disturbing report regarding the Cabbage Queen. That she is now cornered. The most recent events have cut her off, and there is a general concern among the syndicate that she will use the shard of the heart of the Shadow of God. If she does so, she will join Anti-Faerun to Faerun, bring that dark and twisted realm to her side, gain the power she needs to succeed. Nothing will be able to stand against that army. And with her will come the protector of Anti-Faerun, Belly, which will become a threat to the entire multiverse. There is a strong belief that she is not going to have a choice. She is resistant to doing this because it will cost her much. She will become a terrible monster herself, and she will lose her soul. But it doesn't look like she has many choices. The Free Fairy realms, the mages, are now in a position to start pushing into Faerun, to gaining control of Faerun. It is only a matter of time. Might be 1,000 years, but it's only a matter of time under the current situation, unless something radical changes, that before she loses her throne anyways. And that's what you see inside of the dossier. Something that you, particularly Squimpus, can't be comfortable with.
Why is
Come on,
everybody
man.
getting so quiet?
Because he was
I'm trying to
reading.
read.
Yeah.
Ah. What does it say?
Could you try to roll blind luck, or sorry, just sit and roll luck if he knows what it says?
What did you just say to me?
What?
Okay.
He's calling a big hit. He didn't want to say it verbally for pretty obvious reasons, so I'm not going to either. If you'd like, I can get a braille copy transcribed for you.
I would love that, thank you.
He comes back
Wait.
in.
You don't
And-
speak braille, do you?
How dare you accuse me of such things?
I think you read Braille. I don't think you speak it.
In his case, he probably speaks it.
I wouldn't doubt a man of his skill.
Nor would I. Nor would I.
They
He goes back in.
yeah, he comes back in. He has these. He has basically everything for y'all. In all the money is in a like a small container filled with hyper concentrated value. So y'all get a little like it's the size of it's a small just container like you'd put like glitter in, and each of you gets it and it's worth. He goes, I can deposit that in the bank. The bank of the Ohenu Bank of Light. If you want me to.
Put what name on your bank? The Bank of Lights, right?
You are a billion in your name. We can open
Ah.
you an account. Or you can keep it yourself.
You can put it in the bank, that is fine.
Okay. I will I can do all that right now. And he gives you a slip that shows that you now have an account at the Ohenu Bank of Light. The
I assume I just
OBL.
have like a credit card as well.
Yeah, all of that.
Perfect.
Well, it's all actually. You don't have a credit card. You're given a Model 22, and you can wield all the money is accessible through your Model 22. Does anybody else want it in the bank, Or does everybody want theirs in this raw, concentrated value?
I feel like you're trying to tell us something here.
No. It's just that he has an interest in the Ohenyu Bank of Light, and he's trying to push it. That's all. Also, it's
Alright.
safe.
Yeah, I honestly think I see it just being safer from being blind, especially. I don't need to.
You're in the syndicate. You can't talk.
I mean, I also am in the syndicate, so you know, it's.
I mean,
it's a win-win
out of
for
game,
me.
your character is.
Out of the game I am, but even in character, like having a lot of valuables on myself seems like a bad idea.
I'll put mine in the bank as well.
Okay.
I don't exactly trust banks.
I knew it.
Oh no.
See, you put in your money, you never actually see it again. Sure, you swipe your card, but what are they doing with their money the whole time?
Investing
Trading
it.
around, losing money, and suddenly when shit hits the fan, your money's no longer available.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds like banks.
Exactly. And that's why I'll never trust them.
Okay. What do you what do y'all want to do with it? What about you, Outpray? Do you want to put your money in the bank?
No, I'm gonna put it into the church.
Okay. It is
Now that
donated
makes
to the
sense.
the Church of Shot. I assume Squibus does not want to put it in the bank.
Scopus can make his own informed decisions. It's okay.
I know how best to invest my money, and I'll profit from it.
I don't know if you're forgetting, but all of us are Eternity Trades traders now.
I mean, I assume
Putting
just
money
because
into
in
the
the
bank is by definition the worst thing you could possibly do. Assuming you have a brain.
Well, you can use it
Oh,
to
Well,
trade.
can't you just withdraw and trade
Yeah.
through the trades with that money since they
Yes.
are also connected to the trades? Yeah,
One
they
of
literally
the
own
features
trades.
of the OBL is that it is connected to the trade, so it makes trading that much easier through your Model 22. And he pulls up the Model 22.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, yeah,
No
you
longer-
can deny the progression, but I do not see any reason.
No longer do you.
The problems are building upon themselves.
We're being advertised in a D&D game.
Check out Venmo on the iPhone.
It is yours to operate as you will. If you want to go traditional, invest it, deposit it in the trades yourselves, and make trades on the trading floor, you're free to do that.
Boomer.
However, you have the option of putting in the bank, having access to the Model 22 only. Only the OBL is the only bank that can trade directly on the trades. It is the only bank that has that kind of access. The Gnome Bank, nothing like this. Just want to give you the opportunity to be a part of our most recent technological turn. That's all. Up to you how you want to operate.
Question: how does trading work whenever we're the bloody neutrals? I mean, like, given like what we're doing and
Insider
the effects
trading.
we have. Yeah,
I mean-
I know that, but it's like our actions are a lot less limited than a standard trader, correct?
You mean in terms of
In
like
terms
doing?
of our actions, right?
Well, yes and no. You
I
can't.
guess what I'm saying is like before you couldn't like necessarily trade on something you were directly acting against. Right?
No, you still can't do that.
Okay.
You can't trade on I can't go. You can't go right now and go. The thing is that you
Right.
can. You actually can trade on the Cabbage Queen's fate because it's off the books.
Yeah, we didn't see the dust
Okay,
yet.
that's what I was gonna ask because that's what I want to actually put my money on.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that seems like wise.
I'm gonna tell you though. Right now, with everything that's happening, the trading on her is not great. Like,
Yeah.
most people are already assuming she's going to lose. They just don't know how.
But who would expect? No one's gambling on the blind guy killing her, right? the odds have to. If the blind man kills the Cabbage Queen, that's got to be 10 trillion. You know what I mean? To
But
one.
that would be trading on.
Trillion.
You can't trade on your own fate like that.
That's right. Yeah.
You sort of can. I mean, the thing is, that's one of the advantages of like when Sperm Burp Like when they were trading, they weren't trading directly. They had to use the Greasy Stranger to make the trades, so they could trade on themselves through the Greasy Stranger. But you cannot trade directly on yourself on the trades. Doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Like Mondo wasn't able to just trade on his own fate. If he was, then they would have even gotten more money at the end because he also, you know what I mean? Like he could have traded. All he had to do was
Yeah.
bet that he was gonna die, but you can't do that.
You just bet you're gonna win all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that way, indirect trading is sometimes better if you're playing the game. But I can imagine there are ways to play this off so that you make a lot of money. But there's not going to be a huge gain from betting against the Cabbage Queen. Plenty of people are betting against her now.
You have to do a parlay.
But yeah. What are the like the odds? Like, what's the like rates look like for her using the shard,
Oh, that she uses the shard?
or that she doesn't use the shard? I imagine.
I mean, it'll basically double your money. It's 50-50. Everybody's kind of all. I mean, like everybody's. That's definitely an even split on the trades. Because nobody knows and everybody's guessing, so you just come out with just a raw middle of the road. Who the hell knows, kind of thing.
Right.
For her origins, revealing that to the public, or how's that? Like, cause that bet that I made with the info from the Dorja.
Mm-hmm.
Should I try to like get her to say that like during the game, or?
I mean, that your character has no. Your characters don't know to bet that on
Of course,
that.
yeah.
And you have no in-game reason to do that. So.
Of course.
No. I can see. I like what you're trying to do, though.
Mhm.
I see what you're doing. And I like it. However, that I'm calling bullshit on.
Wyatt, make it work.
Make what work?
Make it work. I made a bet with the info. I know where the queen, like where she's from.
Where her that a secret. He knows a
Trying
secret
to
of her.
use,
It's a secret about
are you
her.
trying to use out-of-game knowledge in-game?
Sorta. I made a bet about her origin
In a
and
very
her character.
in a very specific way.
Yeah.
But no. But also trust your DM.
Do you
Anyway.
have a Twitch account?
It'll work out.
Do you have a Twitch account?
I have a Twitch account, yes.
Well, give yourself a gift of chat and or write yourself a message using chat using your channel points. And send
Trust
it to,
your DM. That's what you should do. I
Sorry.
don't screw players
Go on.
around. I don't screw players around on stuff like that. I didn't tell you to do that. Huh?
Yeah.
There's bigger and better things at stake here, or to do here anyway.
Yeah.
That said, I like the spirit.
Trust. I like the spirit of it too, but I'm telling you, trust your DM. That's all I can tell you.
I trusted Josh.
You should. I mean, seriously, trust me on stuff like that. I wouldn't
I'll
have
trust
you.
sometimes he's lies.
I would not have tell someone to bet on the trades a certain way out of game and then do stuff in game to make sure that went the wrong way. Deliberately.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. That I wouldn't do. I will screw you around in the game in a million different ways.
100%.
But out of game, if you text me out of game, do you really think this is a good bet? And I go, yes, it's a good bet. I'm not going to engineer a way for you to lose septillions of money points. Just that I won't do. I would stand by that. But anyways, now y'all have 1 billion money points each. You may want to consider how you can make money off her death. It's not going to just be as simple as I'm going to bet she dies soon, because a lot of people are betting that. Wouldn't have much of a return. Could double your money on the thing that, assuming you prevent it, her using the shard. With all that in mind, and the totality of the breadth of the situation, any questions you want to ask, anything like that, what do you want to do in response to the situation? I'm going to start with actually you, Holden Wieners. We're going to start with.
Does Wong has to have access to, or he has to have a hyperbolic time workshop, right?
I mean, you can get a hyperbolic time chamber, yeah. Absolute workshop, yeah.
Okay. How much for that?
They are very expensive to have access to now. I've for
Private
various
one?
reasons. You get one.
Like
I get
10 billion usually.
huh?
That was the going rate like 3 years ago. Was
To
10 billion.
to buy one, he wants to just lease some time in it.
Oh, that's not so much.
Yeah.
50 million to lease some time in it.
Okay, yeah.
You weren't trying to buy one, right?
No, I was not. I was just trying to use it to
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
build some mechs for other people.
fair. For sure.
50 million?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a particular type of mech you're trying to create?
It'd be for one of the other guys. So who wants a mech?
Yo.
Sure, why not?
I have a coin, right? So I can control one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm in.
Okay. I'll make my brother a mech.
Consigliere goes, I wouldn't mind mech either. Sounds like some. You know, why not? You know, can't I just like summon them anywhere? Isn't that how that works? Like they just come out of the sky and shit.
Yep.
I mean, why wouldn't you then? This is like a gun. It's like a really, 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 really big gun, and I can just use whenever I want. That sounds okay for me. Here's what I want. Write this down. Okay.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I want it in black,
Hmm.
but it needs to have silver stripes right along the side. Okay.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
want it. I want it to be able to fly. Okay, but I don't want to have any stupid ass wings.
Okay.
Yeah. What I really want is like a dragon, like a serpentine dragon that like floats through the sky. I know they've had some of those before. Okay, I know there've been mechs like that before. That's what I want. Okay, black. I want it to have a really sharp face, like angular. And when people come down the sky, I want them to go, "Holy shit! There's a dragon about to kill me." I want to hear those words when I come out of the sky with this thing. Okay. Breath weapon. Breath weapon is very important to me. I want it to shoot enormous amounts of bullets, like more bullets than anybody's ever seen. I just want clouds of bullets coming out of this thing's mouth. You got it?
Yeah.
Like just.
I got.
But I don't want them to be stupid ass bullets. You can just stop with like what is that dumbass spell? Immunity from missiles. So put the extra time so that shit doesn't work on it. Because if I shoot somebody with bullets, I want to hit them. And I honestly want to kill them. So I want those. I want it empowered. I'd like to give the bullets different powers depending on what I want. Like anything. Like if I want holy, holy, unholy, unholy, lightning, fire. The eyes. I want the eyes to be diamonds. Okay, like really high quality diamonds. Now, what you hear me say is I want them to look like diamonds. That is not what I said. What I said is I want the eyes to be giant fucking diamonds. Got it? Now, when the diamonds, I want them to be able to like shoot high energy lasers out of the eyes. Okay? I mean, when I mean high energy, I don't mean like I want it to be like take Godzilla's breath weapon and then shrink that shit down so that it can like hit something the size of a single house and then take all that energy down so it's just like I want it to actually I want that sound. That's what I'm looking for. None of that but got it? And let's call it cash money. I want to call it from the sky and call it cash money.
How are you paying for that?
The fuck you mean? How am I paying for it? Aren't you?
Yeah. Look, I'm yeah.
I don't know, Consigliere. You sure you don't want something a little more overstated? Kind of
Look.
feel like you're underselling yourself.
I mean, I thought about going full like silver, but I don't want something to be like. What if it's at night and I want to like keep it hidden? I want to see it come out of nowhere. Sometimes I want the blast to come out of nowhere.
There's
You
no
get-
way anyway.
You were gonna make one for Squimpus. Squimpus gave his coin to me. Just make me the one you were gonna make for Squimpus.
Consigliere can have my mech.
See, it's right there.
Kill me, Squimpus.
Look, he's killing. I
I'll
come
make-
to
I'll
you
make it-
as a
I
friend.
make it. Okay, I barely know you, man.
Was that kill me a joke or was that serious?
That's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever, man. Just relax. That'll be fine.
You gonna fuck with me about a few bucks?
A few bucks.
I don't know if it's a few bucks, but
You gonna fuck with me over a couple of dollars? Do you know who the fuck I am?
I don't
Do you
know.
know who
It
the
was
fuck
a
he
giant
is?
transforming.
I know who Squimpus is. What? I knew him longer than you.
And I am his number one guy. What kind of an idiot would ever fuck
I
out
don't
of
know if
here?
I have ones. I just have guys. Sure.
Okay, I apologize. I'm his guy.
You're my guy. Yeah.
Anyways, I want the silver stripes down the side.
Yeah,
And the
I wrote it down. It's okay.
the breath weapons out of the eyes. Don't forget that. That's very important.
That
Yeah.
makes any sense.
He needs to make that sound. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Not wah, 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 anything like that.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. I was gonna let you know I'm making you the left arm. Just to let you know constantly there.
I'm fine with that. Oh man, that was fun. How are you gonna pay for that? I mean, I'm sure if you asked Wu Wong, he would cover the cost. I mean, he would cover the cost.
Mm-hmm. Also the souls as well.
When you're making a mech for a dinosaur, I think Wuong would be fine with it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then other people. I think in my mind, from us being Corsican brothers, Blind
Foreskin
Justice
brothers?
Corsican brothers.
What did you say about my foreskin? Coming from a man named Wieners, I feel very uncomfortable.
You can't. We're buddies now. Come on, man. You can't say that.
Sure, go on.
I'm not Jewish anyways.
No, go ahead.
Shockingly. All the stuff the Fae took from me, including my name, my blood, my fate, etc., they didn't take my foreskin.
That
I find
is
that
a
kind of odd.
valuable mistake.
They took both testicles, but not the foreskin.
That was probably an artistic choice.
No, I guess it just must not matter that much.
Well, I think
No, I am sorry. Go ahead.
You want to? I feel like a praying mantis mech would be good for you.
Yes, I would like a praying mantis. I do not know what color it would be,
Yes, you wouldn't.
but it would be amazing.
We just go for red.
The red mantis.
Do you think I am some sort of noob?
No, that's more like the leader color, you know, because you're the leader.
He's right about that. He's not bullshitting. That's the leader color.
I am insulted.
It's probably because you don't know what red is.
Exactly. Now you know why I am insulted.
Is there like a color for blind? Does that represent blindness?
I took
Shades of
black,
gray.
motherfucker. I took black.
Black and silver, yeah.
Then I will take gold. I always hear everyone talking about how great it is.
Oh my god, the color's gonna look so off.
Aesthetic.
He
If I
consigliere
were
comes
to
in and
be
goes, look, he's not gonna know one color from the other anyways. Just tell him it's gold and make it red.
Go over to Lamo. I am so excited for my gold mech. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it'll be so bright and shiny.
By the way, that god
Even me.
that prayed out prays to, prayed out's god told me, and he was like Vorpal magic eating homing bullets. That's the kind of shit I want right there. Vorpal, that shot god, you know, not I'm obviously an atheist, but that shot god, he's got a sense of style. I'll give him that much.
Do not give my mech too much. I do not want to look like I am overcompensating.
Yeah, like other people, yeah, for sure. Alfred, what do you want on your mech? Your workout mech?
It needs to be purple, the color of my god,
Okay, sure, that's
as
fine.
well as his emblem plastered all over it.
He's got a notepad. Yeah, I mean, he's been writing this all down. I can tell you the whole concept.
Are you really?
May I suggest?
Right.
May I make a suggestion? You might have your own thing out, Parade, but how about a giant piranha? Cause the mouth shit. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
But you might have had
Not a
your
bad
own
idea
thing.
at all.
The piranha has one of the smallest mouths in the animal kingdom.
Nobody knows that shit. Who the fuck cares? They just think about the mouth, that it's gonna bite you and shit.
I
So
will
it should
remember
be
it.
like a hippo or
And how the hell would you know? Hippo's
Perhaps a
stupid.
hippo would make more sense.
Nobody wants a hippo on a giant mech creature. That's
Why
like-
not?
I'm not linking my dragon with a hippo. I can tell you that much.
Have you seen one of those things? They
He's
eat like whole watermelons.
The hippo is the most fearsome creature in the African Sahara.
Yes, I know
I've
that.
heard that.
I
Wrong.
watched National
Yeah.
Geographic also. But nobody's gonna be like, oh shit, there's a giant hippo coming after me.
I
Let
have
me
never
run.
watched anything in my life.
How do you?
It
I
makes me
turn.
feel
He
better.
turns to
He's gonna be-
Squimpus. He turns to Squimpus. How do you put up with these assholes?
I don't. 90% of the time, I'm doing something else or coordinating them in some distant location.
I've noticed, and now I understand why.
If it makes you feel any better, he'll be the right leg and you're the left arm, so you won't directly be connecting.
You'll indirectly be.
Yeah,
I'm
indirectly.
consulting my god. Give me a minute.
Outpray can talk. I tell you what, one of the greatest skills on the chat sheet is talk in the chat box, where you get to like,
I love this.
as an angel, gets to talk to his god by chatting in the chat box. It's
I'm
freaking
so glad
awesome.
I took that skill.
It's a good skill. That's a quality skill.
Okay, I'll just turn over to Lamo and go, what do you want, man? Your left leg.
Left leg, you say? The most important leg.
Because you are so sturdy.
I was thinking a nice neutral color. Like gray.
I was thinking
Or perhaps
beige in my
something-
mind.
Nah, it has to be green.
What?
Yep.
What?
Sorry, man,
Oh,
it's
I was
green.
or we can add a little bit of flair. Make it like shiny gray. Kind of like silver.
Like a shiny green? Okay, yeah.
No. Gray. What? Gray. Grey. Gray. Whatever you want to spell
Well,
it.
which one is it?
It's both. That's the point.
Okay. Here. Gray. A shiny gray. Kind of greenish almost.
But a little bit more like gray.
Yeah. I got you, man. Don't worry. I picture it already.
So is there even a point to telling you what I want my mech to be?
Yeah.
We're just gonna
You
pick
want
that
gray.
soon.
No. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I was thinking, something low to the ground, like say a rolling chair.
It has to be an animal. Yeah.
What's
I mean,
the point then?
I'm not
Naked mole
choosing
rat?
what it is, but you know, that's kind of like the big thing about it.
Honestly, mole rats are badass. I went to the zoo recently.
Oh, rats. No one has ever said that in their entire life.
What?
Rats are badass.
No
Until
cap.
now.
I've said it. I have said those very words. Naked mole rats are freaking awesome. They're the only mammal that has a hive structure like a bug.
Dude, yeah, they're sick.
They're sick, dude. You can see them. Their entire colony at
I
the
was
Houston
standing at the
Zoo.
mole rat section.
It's
for so long.
awesome. I'm the same way. I
Some little
love.
girl was like trying to look at behind and damn it, now I have to move.
Nice push her out of the way.
I always head to the naked mole rat section.
There it is.
Ruined.
What?
Oh, nothing.
So, what animal or whatever?
I'm trying to think about the most benign animal possible. Like or like the
Bidoof?
most like mid. Honestly, a bidoof. I told you I wanted to make.
That might as well be a plainer animal, right?
Yeah.
A pig? I don't know.
No.
They're smart.
He's actually very intelligent.
You should do a
Yeah.
unicorn, sir.
A unicorn? How am I
Yeah.
a unicorn?
I'm just saying you should just because it's the most. It is at once majestic and benign. It's out of left field, and I just love the idea of there being a mech unicorn. I don't know. I just see your character riding in on a giant mech unicorn. Maybe it's me.
What about a dog with like
I was-
the back two wheels like being propped up or whatever?
Oh, so it's a wheeling dog. Is what you mean? Like front legs are good to go, back legs are off-roading, like tires.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a little insensitive, but it's
A little on the nose, so to speak. Yeah, I think that. That's probably as good as any.
Off-wheel dog.
Did I always have so much respect for those dogs? They look so happy. They got so much life in them.
They're out there doing it, dude.
They're out there doing it, bro.
Mhm.
If you just
They
make
don't let
sure
they don't let that stuff hold them back. They're out there living full doggy lives.
Dude, those guys are better trained than like 80% of other dogs I see. No cap.
Sure.
It's not like they have a lot of options
Partially
there,
because they
right?
probably are
Come
limited.
on,
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly.
Like,
What a low blow. They're listening right now, right?
They wish.
Just make sure it's got like some sick off-road tires. I'm gonna take this thing through the mud and shit.
All the honeys will love. You know, they know that you like animals.
Exactly, the bees will be buzzing.
Okay. Outbraid or
Outpray, have you made your decision?
My guide is telling me to go with Charles the Spider.
okay.
A giant
Or what-
purple spider.
So we have a purple spider, we have a dog with wheels, we have a praying mantis, we have a dragon, and what is yours?
Mine is a kaiju Rodan.
It's the dumbest looking.
That is the most amazing team I've.
Yeah. But don't worry, we'll get a
We're beautiful.
We'll get a 6-1 to bring us all together.
It's gonna be it's gonna be the most awkward looking mega mech that has ever been seen in the history of this game, and there have been some weird ones.
Mega Man, assemble!
The-
It's the Mega Alpha Mech Lamo, but you know, it's, if you say so.
the- this
Where's
is
the Alpha? Where's the Omega?
my favorite, honestly, so far has been the Yoshi mechs that a group created. That was fun. Okay.
I actually have never gotten a chance to combine. I don't think.
Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of denied you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I remember that.
I've gotten mechs. I've never gotten a chance to form a mega mech.
Never.
And we were supposed to have the coolest mech like
It
ever
was
too.
so
wasn't it?
awesome. I sent you a picture of it. It was so badass. And
It was
then
like
one of
the
the
coolest thing
players
I've ever
like
seen in my life.
one player's like, nah, I choose not to do it.
Well, you were like there was some demon and he was like, I'll give you like $400 billion and like your own farm if you just like quit and just like leave these guys to die. And he was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Done.
We're like, what? Huh?
I actually
You're gonna do what?
I actually regretted it, even though the story kind of demanded it, because then I even showed them a picture of the mech they could have created, and they were
Dude,
like,
I looked it up. I had the Phoenix sword because my whole character was like rebirth and shit.
yes,
Oh, man.
yes,
God,
and
that's sick.
we were puking. All three of us at the table were like me and Sean and TJ were just like, what? You're
He's like,
kidding
yeah,
me?
man. I mean, it's like a lot of money. I could just like retire, just like we're just like, fuck. It's like, why?
And he just did
I
it.
just remember I had the Quetzalcoatl Zord is what I remember I had.
Yeah,
I was
you
so
did,
upset.
and it was this awesome like, oh, it's such a cool Zord. Never happened. Maybe this game, maybe we'll finally get to relive the glory you never got to live in the first place. Okay, Holden Wieners.
I'll go start making them in the rented space.
This is a lot of resources, even for Wong. However, he's going to let you have it.
I'll pitch in money too if necessary.
It's not gonna matter. We're talking hundreds of trillions of money points.
It's really a lot of resources even for Wulong.
Huh?
Well, percentage-wise, no.
It's
but
not as a percentage, but you know,
It's
even
kind of like how you go to the burger place and you're like $14 for a burger.
exactly. That's what it's
It's
like.
like, Jesus.
That's fair. Good, yeah, good
And,
analogy.
like you get the burger, but like you had the second where you were like, jeez, God.
Or your friend, or you go to the restaurant and your friend, you can pay it, and they're like, yeah, order, I got your lunch, and they order like the lobster and the steak, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing you can even say about it because you offered to buy a lunch, but there is a part of your head's like, you had to,
shit,
why,
right?
why did you have to order the most expensive thing on the menu?
Damn, the steak Diane, huh? All right, whatever. Like,
Fucking,
shit.
he killed the guy that was literally single-handedly causing him depression. I mean, Boy,
Huh?
That's true.
We cured his depression, and now we're about to go help him out with something even larger.
I'm sure he's gonna make a lot of money on this bet anyway.
About on what bet?
Whatever.
Cabbage
I
Queen.
mean,
There's
something
not-
to do with the cabbage. I guess he can't bet on that.
Right. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any grounds to bet here. It is so Halloweeners, roll your wisdom. I'm gonna give you one shot at the dabble, by the way. Wisdom 5 times, intelligence 5 times. If you fail one of the mechs isn't made, and you'll never get to create the Mega Alpha Mech.
Well,
Don't fail.
yeah. I mean, it'll be fine.
There you go.
You gotta trust.
You got a divine gift of shot to help you.
Okay, every single wisdom was a pass, and then was it 5 ints as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 9, 7. Crit
Nice.
for 1, and then 7.
Okay, so I think it's actually Lamos. Lamo, you have the dog with the wheel.
Mhm.
So there's certain types of alpha mechs that can summon like other alpha mechs that do something similar, like connected to it. So there is an eagle that flies around an eagle mech that flies around the dog, and it'll hook up to the dog, and they become they become like one thing that can fly around sometimes. So you can make your own. If you call the eagle down after you all create the mega mech, it becomes the ultra mega mech, the ultra mega alpha mech. If you call the eagle down too. What?
I'm just picturing me trudging along, and all of a sudden, like on eagle's wings, right? Where it's like I'm just struggling on this struggle bus, and then next thing you know, I've got an eagle lifting me up and whisking me away, solving my mobility problems.
Yes. It may not be it may be the slowest mech on land, but when he gets in the air, it's pretty fast.
Wait, you said the eagle picks up the dog? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wait, say that one more time. How does it work? Sorry?
The eagle like
picks the dog and then-
links up to the dog, and the dog becomes a dog with eagle's wings, and then can fly around.
That's awesome. And then how do the spider and the do we know those yet? Do we know how the spider and the praying mantis and the dragon all fit into the mech yet?
That's Holden's choice.
Fair enough.
I see Holden as having his character be the chest that then opens up to the head as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally, I should be the head as the eyes of the team.
What did you take? You took the praying mantis. Is it a blind praying mantis?
Is there a blind praying mantis?
Does it have no eyes? No, it would just be cool if it has no eyes.
I mean, I'd be down for that.
See,
Yeah,
the thing
it's
is,
just
though,
the head has no eyes.
Blind Justice can not be blind if he transfers his blindness to me. So I don't know. I feel like I would still like
I
add it
never.
just in case.
That will probably never happen.
Yeah.
I will not give you blindness if it takes my blindness, but I will give you blindness if I can keep my blindness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Get the Pantara earrings, and we can still be blind wieners.
Holding justice and blind wieners. Okay. Methodology. Next. What's your plan to kill the Cabbage Queen?
Who said
Squimpus.
we're gonna kill her? Let's talk about the Wuong real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna kill her, but like, I mean, he left out a dossier, but he's got it. Squimpus knows what's being asked here.
Mm-hmm.
Still needs some ground rules.
Okay.
I don't think he can actually talk to us about it. Isn't that kind of like we had to see?
No,
if we
but
can
the
talk
information's in the dossier of what they would want
Ah.
to do. The queen, they want the Cabbage Queen dead. They want Cabbage Queen dead for sure. That's what the syndicate wants. They don't have the ability to make it happen. They clearly want her dead. They do not want the Cabbage Queen here anymore.
Why don't they have the ability to make that happen?
I mean, you're them making it happen. You are them making it happen.
Yeah, we were supposed to read the dossier so that we would do it.
Right. But they can't get directly involved militarily.
I understand. I understand that we are them making it happen. I understand the dossier was for us to do it. I'm wondering, same as last mission. Why? What have they tried?
They.
If any.
This has got to be one of the most. With the amount of magic these people have access to find out what's going on and everything else. They have to keep. The syndicate can't get involved in stuff like this. It just can't. I mean, they've made the decision that they're not going to. What they would want to do versus what they can do. Additionally, I'll say this out of game. Part of the reason this particular team was formed was because they calculated this particular makeup of a team has the best chance to make it happen. She is in her palace. There is a giant. Faerun itself is the biggest part of getting to her. It's just not possible. You don't just teleport in on Faerun on the queen who is the plane in so many ways, right? Not to mention she can't be targeted. Deliberately, Sheldon was a dry run to see if you could take something that was untargetable and target it. You've proven that you can do that, so they trust that you can. There will be massive rewards for this. They will be given to you as bonuses. You've been given the time off to make it happen because he tells you have the time off, and you've got a billion money points each. And as he said, anything you need to make your dreams happen.
I don't remember the thing, so I don't.
It's Death to All Queens. It's a cold wrought iron sword that is. Designed which uses anti-magic, anti-powers to make it something that can kill fairy queens.
Do we just want to bank on 45% chance, or is there and then just send blind justice in? Or is there something else we want to do? Obviously,
No, I mean, there's more to it than that. The whole idea is like that's the how do I put it? That's like the point to it all, right? Like that's the
end result.
Well, I guess that's kind of like the edge, right? Whereas like we still need like the sword, and like what we need to do is basically like we need to formulate a plan where like I can dampen powers. Where Squintus, we utilize his planning, and then of course his literal anti-Fae BS. Not anti-Fae, but like, the fact that his history with the Fae, right? Obviously we need to find a way to incorporate the mech. I assume that's kind of how we're going to do it, is we're going to kick down the door with the mech. And then we obviously Outprey literally just has
to be there.
Ridiculous. Your presence is basically enough. And if you decide that you want to start dropping boons, great. Actually, we'll definitely need your boons and stuff, but, I mean...
Is she just chilling in her castle in Faerun, surrounded by all of her armies and people?
Yeah, her honor guard, the most powerful Fae that can defend her.
So we probably need a distraction, and I don't see a better distraction than chat, to be honest. Or Chot.
Like summoning chat, or
I don't know. I mean, not necessarily.
Okay.
I just mean that
your
boons or whatever. But I see her or her people reasonably being convinced that Chot has decided to do something in their land or in their territory or on their border or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I think I could see them being drawn out by Chot because I think she probably already expects that they're that could happen, and it's already Chot's been kind of doing whatever the fuck he wants anyway, right? So like, it's not off-brand.
That's what chat wants. It's
exactly.
Kind of the rule of chat. So
it wouldn't be a shock, right?
That's true.
I mean that Chot is a good distraction for sure. I mean, Chot's
I was saying in some way I think Chot would be a very good distraction to get as many people away from her. As
undeniable distraction, but
I mean, with the
Alpha-
amount of boons
Mega Alpha Mix.
Outtrade has, I believe anything can happen.
Mega Ultra out. Yeah, that's true too. You've got a lot of boons. You still got to find a way to get in. It's hard. You don't have to devise some method of that. Not easy.
Time you just kick down the door in the Ultra Mega Alpha Mech.
I mean, yeah, but you have to get there first. Teleporting in is something she has broad powers over. Penetrating that problem is your initial problem. Is getting there.
I goes where it goes.
Huh?
I said I goes where it goes.
Do you have that skill?
No, I can't take it as a. As I assume I can't as.
Idris Elba.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It goes where it goes.
It goes where it
Idris
goes.
Elba.
That was a good character.
Rapper. Producer. Dude, that shit is so fucking good.
That was good. That was a long time ago. Squimpus, ideas?
Yes, always.
Well, for starters, I'll tell you, we're not kicking down the door, as it were. At least not like that.
Boring.
Let me ask you, how do you deal with the first unlimited wish?
I wouldn't. I would just go in. You know? Okay, you
So I guess I don't need to ask the second follow-up question, which is how do you deal with the second unlimited wish?
No, these are very good questions.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still waiting on an answer for number
My
one.
plan was to sneak through the air vents while these guys knocked down the door.
Oh yeah, the air vents of the old rustic castle.
Exactly, that is the one. You understand.
They would never see it coming.
So,
I
what's
will-
what's your idea?
To that end, not such a bad idea to just go through this chimney like Santa Claus.
Do you
I
think
I
they
have the form for it.
Do you think they have a chimney?
Yes.
If the fire is on, the whole plan is ruined.
Yeah, that'd be rough. Hopefully it's not chilly right now.
I'm actually putting that one on the back burner. That gives me a different idea.
Is Narnia a part of Faerun?
It is not.
What
Pop out
is
of
it?
her wardrobe.
Narnia? Narnia has its own realm. It's a prime material plane.
Was it like Middle Earth? Like what's it?
Similar to that, yeah.
It's Jason.
It's its own prime material plane.
Prime material plane?
Yeah, it's its own prime material plane.
Is it actually a prime material plane?
Yeah, even Forgotten Realms is a prime material plane.
Yeah, the Forgotten Realm, but Narnia is like.
Narnia is a prime material. In my game, Narnia is a prime
It's a
material
prime
plane.
material insofar as that it's Earth-like, but I mean.
The reason it's not. It's because it stands. It's influenced by outside spiritual forces. It isn't just a spiritual force itself. It's influenced by outside magical forces. They do battle on. It's the theater of the war. The spirits of the beings there and everything are the locus of the war. They're not. Fairies can certainly go there. Fairies have access to it, but it's a prime material realm in my game. I mean, it's no more or less. I mean, in fact, in structure, it's not that different from the Forgotten Realms in the game, in the sense that Forgotten Realms is a really highly magical place, full of magical creatures and everything else, but it's still the theater within which the planes play out, and that's true in Narnia as well. Narnia just happens to be positioned, more in a straight kind of heaven-hell kind of setup.
So there just happen to be a shit ton of Fae beings there.
Right.
Okay. I'm working the mechanics of the plan, but give me some time.
Okay. Is there
First
anything?
things first.
Uh-huh.
Sorry,
No,
if it is my turn, I'll go to a diviner.
Okay.
I know a guy. I've got a guy for that.
Absolutely. It's good to see you, Squimpus. What do you want this time?
In light of recent events, I'd like a complete list or dossier or whatever it is you do in terms of people who are watching us, people who are tracking us, people who have a beat on us, etc.
The bloody
I
neutrals.
also want a separate dossier. Yeah, the bloody neutrals. I want a separate dossier on people who are looking to see if we're looking at them, looking at us.
Okay. Let me do some work for you. If you want the Roto-Rooter, 100 million.
I want the full works.
We go back. I'll do it for 100 million.
Done.
Okay, sir.
Want to make sure you don't. Oh, I know this guy's not going to see.
He comes back and he goes, "Y'all have the most unbelievably self-contained and clean and protected timeline I have ever seen. Unless you directly act against a god or a god's interest, it can't know where you are. Somebody has spent quintillions of money points on ensuring that y'all remain completely untrackable in the grand scheme of things, unless you are directly acting against somebody within a very close period of time. It's possible for something to know that you're going..." Huh?
Stands to reason.
I mean, are y'all in league with Lucifer himself? Because that's the kind of stuff I would see with something like this. This is the tightest, most unbelievable anti-scry job I have ever seen. This is insane. This is the kind of stuff that the ranchers do so they never get attacked again.
It was the bloody neutrals were an investment.
I guess so. I knew that they were serious about y'all, but I didn't know they were this serious.
Well, that answers my question. Thank you.
Okay.
That's all I needed to know.
Lama, what do you want to do
Thank
as this process of planning goes through? Anything you want to say, contribute, do, buy, prep?
The problem is my anti-powers. There's only so much that actually I can use, or things that can actually enhance my abilities. But I wanna ask. I wanna see.
Yeah,
if,
hit me.
I'm curious, like what is actually available for me to use that could actually like enhance my anti-powers. Because also part of the problem is because I'm borderlining on ungifted one territory. I know that that's a touchy subject on the planes.
It's complicated. So, but don't, like, I mean, if you have enough psionics, you can back your various anti-powers and stuff. All you need is points. Psi points are the most powerful thing you have, and the best thing for you to back up what you're doing. That's all you need.
But I already have. I mean, I can buy more psionic batteries and basically just try and juice up the mech, but that's about all I've got. Otherwise,
I mean, you don't need anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I mean, I don't know which auras you've taken or which percentages you've taken or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've already taken that stuff and I've done what I can there. But other than like juicing up but the problem is like batteries cap out at 500, and then I can buy a bunch of pills, which I already have. But beyond that, I'm just hard pressed to think of anything that my character can do item wise or get item wise that would actually enhance his abilities.
Makes sense. I mean,
so no, I'm good. I'm just trying to think of honestly out of game. I'm just trying to think of a way that we can get in.
trying to break the go through the border. I got you. Teleport in. Outprayed. What do you want to do prepare as y'all get ready for this most momentous hit?
Oh, hand on head real quick, just while I'm thinking about it. What about with like the Kramersaurus? Just like walking, you know what I mean?
It's not a bad idea.
And you said I can merge with him to basically to get access to the Kramer class.
Yes, that's a freaking fantastic idea. Where you just like come through the door. Hey, yeah.
Literally.
It's a really good idea. That's got legs. Backing that with psionic ability. Faye don't do well with psionics. Could make it work. Could happen.
Cool.
especially with 500 boons or whatever it is Outplayed has.
Actually, it's only 498.
You
I'm
know,
in the
the
double digits. Thank you very much.
99.
Actually, no, I haven't gotten that many these past couple games. They've been, which kind of interests me because I have a feeling everybody's saving them. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, how many boons do you have?
I have 32 at the moment.
Okay, still not nothing.
No, yeah,
But because it's a meta, he's using psionics to move the meta around. Using the Kramer ability, backing it with a bunch of meta boons. Not a bad idea. It's got legs. It would be the funny. I don't give it 100% chance, even in the best circumstances. But the idea of y'all just like walking through a door, and just and the crowd claps, pretty badass. Not gonna lie. It's got legs. With that in mind, what do you want to do, Outpray, to prepare for this?
I would like to obtain some Chot incense.
Okay.
From the church.
You have a metric ton delivered to you, sir, free of charge.
I'll load that into the back of the mech.
Okay.
And then, speaking of the mech, I want to drop a divine gift of Chot onto the mech.
Okay. The mech gains the ability to absorb the powers of kaiju that it destroys or defeats.
Yes.
And the name Charles appears down the side.
Yes.
In cursive. Anything else? You want to do to prepare?
No, that's it for now.
Okay. Holding wieners?
I mean, I did just build 4 different mechs, so...
Yeah, I imagine you're tired. But they are badass mechs, sir.
Yeah.
They're great. The only thing that I can't stand is the aesthetic of the dog, but I understand it.
Yeah. I mean, I probably...
Doesn't fit. I can see how it connects, though. I imagine it when it goes together. The wheels, go on the thigh, and then the dog head comes out to be a foot.
Yeah. It's hard to match as well.
I can see it visually. The visual is awesome. But of the transformation, it's just, can you imagine when the scenes where they're like rolling across the desert as the mechs come in? Can you imagine seeing those 4 mechs coming down the side?
It's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, it looks very gold, by the way. Blind Justice, very gold when it's all red.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you see, Lemo. You see how he made it gold for me.
Sir, it's positively gleaming.
I will look so good out there. Thank you very much, Holden, for creating such a beautiful weapon for me and taking the time to ask me how I wanted it.
Of course. And Lemo, yours is gray, but it's kind of like where the mirror, on the mirror, where if you like angle it, it like slowly gets greener and greener and greener as you look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real honest with you, Blind Justice, yours is red.
What did you just say to me?
Yeah, no, he's lying.
I have never felt so betrayed.
Well, you me too, brother.
That's great.
We will create our own mech with blackjack and hookers.
I have been waiting for that joke for so long. I am so happy you were the one to make it.
What is it? I don't know this one.
It's from
Futurama.
Bender. He gets. What does he get kicked out of the casino or something, or what? What is it?
He gets kicked out of. I think it's the air shuttle, or what is it? No, the moon landing.
Yeah, that's what it is. And he's like, I'll go make my own moon landing with blackjack and hookers. Dude, yeah, that shit's so good.
I've always wanted to make that joke. I'm just so glad it was you that did it.
I appreciate it.
Josh, I technically can't use the Alpha Mech spell, but we can still combine them, right?
Yeah, you can. If you can't use the spell, then no.
Okay. Could I get like a scroll to cast the spell?
Yes,
Okay.
that will be 100 million money points for that scroll.
Don't worry, Tom will put it on Wu Wong's tab.
Yeah.
That's 100 million money points for that scroll out of your money.
Okay.
I'll drop it for him.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say,
He's
I
very-
gotta give props. Swordmaster, he has the Lord emoji, and then it says blackjack and hookers. It's cracking me the fuck up.
Dude, it's canon now.
It is so funny. It's just sitting there on the chat right now. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I can't look at chat. God asked me not to look for a bit, and it terrifies me what's going on.
I look, and it's pretty. It was a visual joke, you know. And it was just as a person who prides himself on making people laugh. That one got me. So good on you, Swordmaster. Okay. What do you want to do, Blind Justice, with your turn?
I would like to meditate and communicate with my grandfather.
Okay.
Before he does that, can I use bestow intelligence boost on him?
Yes, if you want to.
Okay.
That was dangerous, sir. You could have literally robbed him of all of his powers. He could have gone to level 0.
Wow.
Because he would have realized that he's not the greatest swordsman of all time. And as soon as he realized it, I would have taken all of his levels away. That's what I just rolled for. I'm not kidding.
Jesus. That would have been unfortunate.
Oh, it didn't happen, so we're good.
I mean, you didn't know it was gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I am curious why you would give him intelligence boost. I'm just curious. Not that it should be obvious it was gonna do what I was gonna do. It's not obvious, but I'm curious what the reason was for it. Like, why are you giving him intelligence boost? I'm
Just for the meme, Josh.
Okay. Okay. Blind Justice. Blind. Yes, it is I. Blind Vengeance. You're very close. It will soon be time to cut the... You're going to be put in a very dangerous situation. You're going to be in the throne room of a giant dragon. An evil dragon. Known as Fuku. It is...
Known as what?
Known as Fuck You.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to use your vast sword skills and slay the dragon. Do you understand, Blind Justice?
I understand, grandfather. I must slay the fuck you.
Exactly. There are going to be people around you telling you that it is some kind of fairy and some kind of queen. They are lying to you. I would never lie to you, Blind Justice. When you are in that throne room, you're going to hear what sounds like almost a small child's voice. Don't listen to it. In that moment, that will be the dragon lying to you. You are the greatest fighter who ever lived. Slay the dragon. Win the day. And cut the... Well, you won't see.
I understand, grandfather.
Perfect.
Okay, Squimpus. There have been some ideas thrown around about how to get in, which I think have merit. I think the Kramer move is pretty solid, backed by enough side points. But there's of course, many other things that need to be considered here. What do you want to do?
Well, in terms of an actual plan, just getting in.
I mean, just
Well-
in general.
Yeah. Everyone individually has things they can do. No one on their own can do anything. So, in point of fact, the best way to make this work is to fuse everyone's powers using some sort of fusion or mech.
Well, are you regretting?
No, my powers won't be necessary. I'm taking a supervisory role. I will be ensuring that nothing goes south. However, the biggest weakness they have is the operation of Faerun itself, which is to manifest a path for you depending on your wishes. And the wishes of Faerun will adjust the path depending on how it feels. Obviously, if you're going to kill someone, a certain someone, the path is going to be long and arduous, to say the least. However, if you're looking to get into a pantry to make a sandwich or something, psionically, looking at Lamo here. Camera source thing's a good move.
Make it to where all he wants is a sandwich.
Yeah, he's just trying to get into her.
I just stopped by for some
kitchen or
pickles. Yeah, I just stopped by for some pickles.
Yeah, literally.
I just stopped by
What
for some pickles.
When he goes and takes all of Jerry's fucking sandwich meat and then starts takes all of his turkey and takes all of his mustard.
Yes.
I gotta have Dijon, Jerry. Basically, you're pat-tarring it, but he can psionically manipulate the function of his own mind to accomplish anything. I mean, it actually makes sense in the context of the character as he originally intended. So, do that. That gets you in. Blind Justice gets you the strike. Excuse me.
I know what I must do.
He has no idea what he has to do.
I must kill thee. Fuck you.
I think it's better that way.
Yeah,
When we approach
not,
the fuck you, I will tell you what to do. Do not look at the fuck you directly.
Fuck me.
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
No, it is called the fuck you.
You've been
My
told
grandfather.
not to look at it directly?
I have not had that problem.
He can't look at anything though, so it's fine.
I was just double
Yes,
checking.
I am immune to the weaknesses of the eye.
I don't know if you're immune per se, but I understand what you're trying to say, and yes.
So when we reach the fuck you, I will make the final blow.
You know what's funny is that the other characters think that you're
Saying fuck you.
No, that you're like using that to not say her name for the same reason that Squimpus is trying to not say her name. So it sounds like in the context, everybody here thinks you're talking about the Cabbage Queen, but you're talking about a dragon. So you're set up perfectly to sound like you're talking in code about the Cabbage Queen when you're actually talking about the dragon.
I love it. Sorry, but I had to do that bit. Go ahead.
Do what? Oh, yeah. I don't fall down. I don't give a shit. I don't have any information, though, so it's kind of hard to come up with the details.
Well, ask me questions and I'll give you information because there was a lot in the dossier.
Dump me. Just tell me stuff.
Okay. There, I mean, the queen was, you have a layout of the castle. You have I have all the information that you have on her honor guard, which are quite powerful. They include primordials that defend her.
Okay.
You have an idea of her desires and fears, and probably that if y'all threaten her, she will use the shard. So you're going to have to get initiative, and that's very, very hard because she gets major initiative bonuses, as do the people around her. You know that she has, because Good news is she can't use any blood link weapons in the heart of her power. They don't function in the center of Faerun. The anti-powers. So that's a good thing. She is... all of the major courts have sent some of the most powerful beings to defend her. There's giants of all types, gargantuans of all types that are defending her. The castle itself has massive anti-teleportation abilities. They are using everything they can to try to block any use of meta power. However, the class about nothing meta power is very hard to get around, especially if they still have a big problem with psionics. And backed by psionics, it has a good chance of working. Not guaranteed, and if the rules go the wrong way, it is what it is. But it's got a good shot of working. There's probably nothing... Huh?
I'm going to stop you. Well, do they employ any psionicists to help buff up their psionic kind of weakness?
They can't where she's at. I mean, it doesn't work in the center of Faerun.
Psionics don't work at all.
I mean, the psionics... Right, once the psionics will get in there, but he'll have a problem with the psionics once he gets there, he will.
Why don't they work in Faerun? I thought they work in the center of Faerun. I thought they did.
The magical energies there, where she's at, the magical power is just... the only thing that functions there is magic. That's the only thing that's supposed to function there. The only thing that works there is magic. However, he could still probably get in. It's just once he's there, he'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
The good news about the mechs is the mechs are magical. Magic works there. It's not the same thing as... It's similar to the Heart of Magic. But the Heart of Magic you actually can get.
Does she, in terms of Faerun, what are her priorities?
She still wants to win.
Like,
in terms of Faerun as a whole, I mean, her priorities are
like
winter, summer, spring, and fall. The major courts. Those are her top priorities. She does not want those to fall.
Say those again real quick. I missed those.
Winter, summer, spring, and fall. That's what she wants.
Okay.
If someone were to, I don't know, pull up on Avalon, what would her reaction be?
She would defend it. That's definitely a priority. She would move her armies there. She can move her armies there. She doesn't have her armies themselves around her. She has the honor guard, the most powerful to defend her. She would send the armies themselves to attack.
Okay. Obviously, honor guard's all loyal.
I'm gonna say, interesting question. I was thinking about this. The class about nothing may defend Lamo. Class about nothing has I can't guarantee it, but it may actually guard even in the heart of Faerun against Lamo losing his psionics. The whole idea is that it's nothing. It's interesting because it can turn at its highest level. It can turn off. It can turn off all magic. It can turn off anything. So it may even be able to function there. It may allow Lamo to use his psionics. It might have the reverse effect of, just as his psionics power up the class about nothing. The class about nothing may defend him against the effects of the magic.
Especially with the quarter of the equation of nothingness.
Right. Well. Exactly. Yeah.
Isn't she in cahoots with the anti-Faerun powers?
She is in cahoots. She has the ability to. She doesn't. The shard will just give her the ability to summon it and command it. It'll make her queen of anti-Faerun if she wants it to.
I thought anti-Faerun was cool with her.
Anti-Faerun
not really opposed to her being queen.
They're not opposed to her being queen, but it's not like. Because even Igor was there in the Court of Darkness. It's not a place that has an organized structure. They would accept her. They would accept her rulership if she took it. They wouldn't resist. But it's not as simple as. It's not like she needs ongoing communication or anything like that. There's no negotiation. She has the shard. She summons it or she does it. She commands it or she doesn't. It's more like a fact.
I don't see how you don't just teleport in and get trapped in a block of force instantly, or
It's a problem.
something like that.
No, it's a problem. But the hope would be that the class about nothing back to enough psionics could withstand that, but it's a risk. There's no guarantee it'll
Class
work.
about nothing, no matter what you do. Yeah, no matter what you do, there's just too many angles.
If
I hate to say it, I think it's a one-man infiltration mission, but
is there with a counter magical item or magical artifact like with 500 million worth, like for just a one-time use, would that be able to stall the shard for 6 seconds?
Stall? No, I don't see how. You're talking about how do you get blind justice in there? Without Lamo. Lamo's your way in.
I'm just scared about what happens to blind justice after he gets in.
I murder thee, fuck
Leave
you.
the layout of her castle.
Huh?
Huh?
I just I would murder the fuck you. That's
I'm gonna get the sword.
What did you say?
Just,
Say it again?
we're just memeing. We're memeing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I cut out there.
Yeah, you didn't. Did you say something about the sword?
No, just that even with the sword, I don't see how you. God damn it!
Even with the sword, you don't see how he does it. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
I reconnected to a different internet. Even with the sword, kind of hard to stop the guy, or kind of easy to stop the guy, given enough angles.
Could I, with Corsican brother, temporarily transfer my incredible luck to him as well, or would that send him?
If it was temporary, it'd be fine.
Okay. Because with that, I could get him up to 75%. Or, yeah, 75%.
The issue is that you're dealing with beings that manipulate luck naturally.
Sure.
Every fairy royal has redirect luck effect at legendary level.
That's true, but the king of the probability court is an enemy of the queen. He may be able to muster enough power for just a few minutes or a few seconds.
I thought of that. That's your only option, is to appeal to him in advance and get that window. And if we have that window, I think you have it. I think at that point, Squimpus can go and get you enough gear to cover the rest of the angles.
I'll tell you this right now. I know Jimmy. It's done. I mean, no one's telling you that, but all you gotta do is get word to him.
Yeah. That's the only thing that concerns me. Because if you're backing Blind Justice with enough luck, and I was literally able to work it today, you need Jimmy on your side, which we do have him. It gives you a window. Yeah.
You also have the space gods will back him as well.
Sheesh.
The totality of the space gods. All you gotta do is get word to Reptilius on Elysium, and the space gods will use all of their massive abilities, and a lot of them have some pretty bonkers ability to manipulate fate, and everybody will put everything behind Blind Justice, 100%. If that's what you... But getting in is still an issue, and the only way I see in is Lamo's Kramer move. Honestly, it was the biggest...
100%. No. You still need the mech plan to accomplish that, for sure. You need everyone's powers combined to make it happen. Lamo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, everyone but me's powers combined. I have an idea for getting close to something I've been thinking about. Mario Magic. That's a court that's under control, right?
As what? Yeah, it's a fairy court.
Are they free? Are they free or are they under?
They're free. Nope, they are allied free Faerun, 100%.
Nice. So their magic will actually work. She can't just instant dominate it.
Right.
So my biggest fear is you getting trapped. Something I've been thinking about recently. You use extra lives in a suicide method, like people do in speedruns, where you take damage, leave an extra life. So rather than dying, you're just invincible for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And you suicide for extra lives and just run at her with invincibility. Sort of like a superstar, but different.
Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if they trap him in like a block of fortress or something, he can just kill himself, come back with extra life. For a few seconds, you're invincible. Make a mad dash. I'm reticent to using a superstar just because that's a little too on the nose. She probably has a counter. The other thing is something creative. So yeah, you appeal to those free fairy courts for those magical powers. Probably need to put a little more effort into the actual plan of getting there, but in broad strokes, I think that's pretty solid.
What's the purpose of putting the necks together, and how does that fit into the whole plan? I'm just curious, because that's the part I'm not getting my head around.
Well, they need to fuse their powers somehow. May as well be a mech. Now, the thing is that Lamo can get in, but only he can get in. I was blind enough to get in.
I honestly.
I'm assuming that I assume that Lamo is going to get in with Blind Justice. That was my assumption.
Yeah, the other thing too is I have shielding presence and other things that I can basically extend it to like a small area around me, or I can extend it to a teammate specifically, right?
And it may work or it may not. It depends on what the actual effect of the fountain of magic has on you. Like, does this the center of magic in Faerun block your sonics? It either will or it won't. If it does, you're gonna be in a little trouble for sure, and that might put Blind Justice in. Another option I was thinking of is Ghostbusters 2ing it, where y'all do combine your powers and you go in mechs wild and you smash through, and Blind Justice falls in that way.
What if Lamo used his mech as kind of like a sanctum / transport device, and then used his powers as kind of like a boosted in the mech?
That's interesting, because the mechs are magical, so their magic then guards him. It's a good idea, but if you're gonna go in mech blazing, you might as well just go in with the whole mega mech to give him as much chance to get through as possible, because he's not gonna teleport in his mech.
Yeah.
The other question is, how do you stop her from using the shard?
Yeah.
You have to get initiative. She has to be invoked. It's not contingent.
Okay. So an action.
An action. I mean, yeah. You're gonna have one shot. You're gonna get one shot. The killer of queens will do it. It'll destroy her. I mean, it'll kill her. The truth is, so yeah. Anything else that y'all need to consider here? There's a lot of contingencies. That's a big problem. You need so much contingent magic. That's the only thing I can't get around. But the luck will work.
Clean contingencies at the wazoo.
Nah, not enough to get. Not there.
Is there a way to make one person like unaffected by contingency somehow?
Yeah. Golden fleece.
The golden fleece. That's right.
That's what I'm thinking. Like we don't want to trip the contingencies or deactivate them. We just want me to get through them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who has the golden fleece?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Wherever they are, I must kill them.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
No, it's a great idea.
10Ds has a ring. The ring from the Ring of Dispel from Arthurian legend to make you immune to contingencies. Tons of stuff. But none of those things are easy to get. All those things are god awful to get.
Yeah, those are all adventures in themselves. But something along those lines.
Also, all those things are probably let me rephrase that. All those things are in Faerun.
They are.
Or would be in Faerun.
Well, except not 10D's ring, but.
No, 10D's ring isn't, but he got it in Faerun, and the fleece would be in Faerun. What was the last time?
Yeah. No, the fleece is definitely in Faerun.
So,
Fleece is not in the Thundercats realm.
So, question: do the contingencies matter if my psionics are not shut off?
Yeah, your magic could. That's a lot. You don't. You probably don't have.
Yeah, no, that.
You need a unthinkable
I
amount of psionics. You need an unbelievable amount of psionic energy.
Do the Anarians want? Could the Anarians lend him psionics? Do they want the queen dead?
It's a fantastic idea. That is a stupendous idea. Just appeal to the Onarians, appeal to Braino himself. That's yes.
Like all the psi you need.
Yeah. The Onarians across the plains can combine their psionics together even. You can get the backing of the entirety of the Onarians.
Green blast.
This will definitely lead to a game because this is the kind of thing that will put them on the map. But his psionics have to work. That's the problem. They can't work out. They can't. It won't matter if the. You know what you got to do? You're gonna have to rethink the mech. I hate to say this, but you're gonna have to redesign the mech.
Back to the drawing board.
But so much work. Fuck.
I know, I understand, but you gotta
redesign. Just start drawing on the wrong board.
You're gonna have to start. You have to start over on the mech. You take the mech and you have to rebuild it because, you can't. You have to build a whole new one. You can have an extra mech. You do.
For what reason? What?
You gotta turn Kramersaurus into the mech. You need Kramersaurus's soul. You need to turn Kramersaurus into the mech. You need a Kramersaurus mech. That's what you need.
I can extend Blindress's range as well with the kaiju size, probably.
What happens if we make the eagle? Can we edit the eagle?
No, it's got to be the same. It's got to be the form of the Kramersaurus.
Okay.
It's got to look like a Kramer. It's got to be a Kramersaurus mech with a Kramersaurus source. The Onarians back you up inside the Kramersaurus. You're fine, and the Kramersaurus would have the kind of weapons that could, backed by you, that could stop the magic inside that place long enough for Blind Justice to have one shot. He's gonna get one shot at this.
He's in Faerun.
Mm-hmm.
The center of Faerun.
Mm-hmm.
It is specifically the center of Faerun that
she's outside of. Now the exact center is Avalon, but she's like her. She's put her palace on the mountain overlooking Avalon. So it's not. It's close enough to the magic there.
Yeah, because I have ideas of some bullshit using immense numbers to like redefine what the center is in an infinitely expansive system.
I mean, immense numbers is one of the main pushers of the war on the mage's side, so he would help. Everything that has played out in this game over the last 4 months comes to bear here. Y'all are. Everything is coming to you. You have the backing of those beings.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of redefining what the center of Faerun is using immense numbers so CJ can use power.
What if we use Kaiju Rift to get in there? I don't know if it can or what works on, but
Say that again?
like a Kaiju Rift?
My guess would be no.
Yeah, my guess is no as well, but
I don't think unlikely. I think immense numbers. I honestly think that of the two, with the yes, with enough planning, enough backing, enough time, immense numbers could make that happen. But I think that if time is of the essence, and it is, Onarians backing. I guess you got to build the Kramersaurus. Either way, it's going to take time. No, he's got the hyperbolic time chamber.
yeah.
It takes less.
Anyway. It's Faerun. I mean, time really isn't of the essence when it's Faerun.
It's true. I see what you're saying. Okay. Why not just do both? Do both plans or it's up to y'all. I'll let y'all choose. Both these ideas make sense to me. I think
I mean, if the issue is that he can't use psionics, then I mean, whatever works. I can care less.
I'm just trying to think about what
I'll trade off.
I like the
everything
idea.
But
I like the idea of immense numbers changing the center. Okay. I guess the only thing I don't like with the immense numbers thing is that both roles come from me. I like players being, and this is an out of game thing, and y'all might not want to do this. I think that in terms of raw percentages, if you did the math, the immense numbers plan has a better chance of working. I do. Both roles are going to come from me. That's just the way it is.
I mean, I just personally, I don't like
What?
I think a one-man assassination mission here is the best bet here. So incorporating everybody else into this in the first place, I think, is less effective.
Okay.
Than just one person going in. So already, I don't know. I feel like we're bending.
That's fair. So at the very least, you need two though, because you do need Lamo to get him in.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just build a Kramer's Force.
You don't need anyone to do anything necessarily. It's just there's more than one way to skin a cat. But yeah, for this plan, we definitely need Lamo.
Okay. So then let's get if we get immense numbers to move the center, then or at least give it a shot. The thing I don't like about this is it's gonna tip her hat. It'll be over if it doesn't go well on this roll. But I think it's got to.
Not necessarily, because he can do it in such a way where she wouldn't know.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Okay.
Because he can affect the outer part of Faerun as opposed to the inner part of Faerun, and she would never know because that's part of why I was talking about Narnia, because Narnia was this distant part of Faerun that you could affect that she didn't really have control over. Not really. And that's part of what I was thinking along those lines.
Makes sense to me.
You could affect far distant parts of Faerun where she's not in control, and affect the inner parts using the outer parts. You could affect her in a way she would never know.
Okay. I'm going. I mean, it would be possible if that was if it was part of it.
Here's the thing: is that especially if the mages have already encroached in some of the outer parts of Faerun and are slowly making progress inward, if they have control over the outer parts, he can affect the outer parts, and he can affect the outer part. He can affect what the center is.
Okay. I like the idea. I'm gonna roll for immense numbers thing first. So then here is the plan as it exists. Immense numbers moves the center of Faerun so the powers thing doesn't exist, so that Lamo then teleports in using the Kramer move with Blind Justice. He uses a ton of side points to hold off the contingencies and the magic. Blind Justice makes his roll, backed by Jimmy and the rest of the probability court. And then that's the plan. Is everybody clear about the plan? Does anybody have anything to add?
Yeah, there's two issues. The first issue is that you have to bust in on her near a door when she's near a door. Otherwise, she has too much time to react.
You have that solved. She should be on her throne. She spends most of her time on her throne, and there is a door right near the throne.
Cool. Second problem is I don't think he's gonna have enough magic or psionics to counter the contingencies.
He will if all the Onarians are lending him all their psionic abilities.
Yeah, did we get any agreement from them on that?
They'll do it, 100%.
Third thing is that she'd have something to stop beings like Janice or other such beings from doing exactly what we're doing. Which, if I were her, I would.
She would, but I don't know if she has I don't know if she's. Fae aren't great with these situations. The idea of Kramer coming in and borrowing a jar of pickles might not. There's a percentage chance it doesn't work. I mean, yeah, it might not work. It's a roll. It's a roll.
Same with Fibblefit. Yeah, fair enough.
Right, but it's the thing I liked about the plan is it comes out of left field. I mean, it has a good shot of working. I mean, I'm personally giving pretty good odds that she has not thought about Kramer walking through her front door and asking to borrow a jar of pickles using meta power. The other great thing about this is that for everything that's happened, very little is still known about the class about nothing. It's only being the source of its power is only being explored in a game right now, and it's that place is opaque. Interestingly enough, and I did not plan this deliberately, it has been established that Wu Wang loves that realm. He goes there all the time for the food. That was not something I planned out, but it makes perfect sense with everything else that is happening in this game right now and why Lamo was made part of this group.
Well, if Lamo goes in there and he genuinely doesn't, and if he genuinely thinks he's just there for some cold cuts, and if Blind Justice is there and he genuinely doesn't think he's killing her, neither of them thinks they're there to kill her, then I see that as being pretty effective.
I am there to slay
I
the
think it's got a
dragon.
good shot.
What if
Yes.
out of game? What if there is like a dragon and he kills that instead of the
There is a dragon there.
I'm sure there's
But-
dragons in there.
But he was
Yeah,
told
yeah,
by
yeah.
He was told by Blind Vengeance exactly what her voice would sound like, and to know that was the dragon. Blind Vengeance set it up.
Gotcha. Okay, just make sure. And then the other Chelsea's initiative. Is there any bonuses that we can give to Blind Justice to make it so he's doing fine? Or the
All he's gonna do is keep rolling. Hope he
Lucky
keeps
something like that. Yeah.
keep rolling that incredible luck and making us re-roll until it's time. I
mean,
can tell
she
you
could
that.
roll a one.
I'm gonna tell you that his portents aren't gonna matter.
Yeah,
I can tell you
never
that.
I mean, I'll have you boosted with up to 75%. So
Yes, but that can fail. That's
Yeah.
that's nowhere near a certainty.
That is the
Of
magic
course.
number that I will go to, for
Yes, Wyatt
Who
Wyatt
knows there's no stuff.
Wyatt will only push a plan if it has 75% chance of success. At least that's his breaking point.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Anything wants to be? The only other thing I can imagine is that having outprayed there might be a good idea because he
I
has
think it's
the
a great
boons.
idea. I
Because
think
he has the boons. I think outprayed should be there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got anything else to add to the situation? Okay.
Yeah, I want to run down on anybody nearby her real quick.
Okay. She has the west wind near her.
Okay.
She has an NFT version of the primordial of lava, of magma. She has the actual primordial of the forest. She has an undead. She has a mummy lich that is extraordinarily old.
Mumbra or somebody else?
No. I should have done that. She has a mummy dragon, not a mummy lich. She has a mummy dragon named Ixilin. She has she has the current king of spring by her side, and he's quite powerful. And she has the Arrow King. Those are who are immediately by her at all times.
Jesus, she does have quite the squad, doesn't she?
What's gonna happen when she dies, if she dies?
That you do not know. I think you have to hope that.
It pans out.
I think you have to. That's why Outprayed needs to be there. He drops boons to get the fuck out of there. Boon!
I have
Boon! Boon!
I would like to drop 40 boons, Josh. Okay. Just be like, I'd like to drop 40 boons.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I actually had a plan for Guess Escape that I've been playing with, which is make a thaumaturgical connection to I don't know, somebody like Galactus or something, and then super empower it to try to teleport him to you, which doesn't work. And then eventually you'll teleport to him instead because of just the tension on thaumaturgical connection. You just time it right. I mean, immense numbers could pull that shit off easily too, because the amount of number calculation you need for that is nuts.
Immense.
Immense, yeah. The fucking numbers there are immense. Like the
You know
amount
what?
of
You know
magic
what? You know what else could work very simply? That's
What's
kind of
that?
simple. It
I am magic.
go into the alpha mech. Like they're always able, like as a medefact, to enter the alpha mech. He could instead of calling the out, like he could call the alpha mech to his side and enter it. Like he at least has to get the shot, then gets the hell out of there. Flies out. It's an eagle.
What, flies out of a castle? The inside of a roofed building?
Yes.
It's an alpha mech, right? He just busts through.
He just literally summons the alpha mech to him inside the building and then
You can
busts
bust
the
out of the roof with an alpha mech, then, I mean, what's to say you can't just fucking drop like a...
Faerun is... You're saying Faerun is a slum?
I'm saying Cameron's a bit of a...
if you move the center of the thing away, then a lot of the magical defenses are gone. Yes.
But her castle's still probably made of,
That's true.
indestructible. Come on.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're right.
Adamantium. The whole fucking thing's adamantium.
I don't mind incorporating people's ideas and people's objects and stuff when it makes sense, but that doesn't make any sense.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Then I like the Galactus idea. You can get that done.
I mean, not Galactus necessarily, but you know what I mean. Like, preferable, unless Galactus wants her dead. Preferably with someone who, wants her dead, who's ultimately powerful.
I mean, that's not a bad choice.
Oh, alright. Well, let's just stick to Galactus, then hopefully y'all can deal with that.
We'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing, last thing is initiative.
Yeah.
Figuring out a way that we can try and shore up or at least give us a better shot at initiative.
Initiative's gonna. She gets a plus. She gets her plus 10.
Yeah, which is where we can't stop her plus to her initiative. We need to figure out a way to boost our initiative.
Yeah.
Sean's luck, I think, was the idea.
Yeah,
I've never been
he's gonna have to cast luck, and he's gonna have to use his luck. Hope he makes those rolls. Have me re-roll. Your powers. If you're using your power to stop magic in general and just turn it off, and all he's gonna have is his raw luck and his percentages. He's not even gonna cast spells. You're gonna be stopping magic. That will apply to any effect you would have. You're using nothingness abilities. You're using ungifted abilities. You can even psionically boost him in that moment.
Oh yeah.
There is no other option.
Maxing out percentages, yeah.
Right. There is no other option.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make your 90% roll because that's as much as you get is 90% is your max. So you have to make your 90% roll and hope that goes well. There will be no more other preternatural ability that's gonna work yet. It's gonna be you backed by the Onarians across the plains, giving you access to just god awful amount of psionic abilities. Reno going there. I knew you were going to ask me this, and
I've already prepared for this.
I have prepared a battery just for this situation.
Just satellites everywhere.
Yes, exactly right. That's how it be, and you're gonna be using that to turn off all types of other preternatural abilities except yours. You're the only thing he's gonna have is luck, and his rogue skills. That's it.
Is there a luck kaiju ability I could do to add on to this?
Yeah.
Like giving our
absolutely.
10%.
No, give me 10%.
Well, so because I'm at 35. Right. I'm at 35. If I get 10% more, that's 45. Giving him 45, making a 90% chance.
You can't do that.
Okay.
You could. On top of the, so what you have 35, and what do you have blind? So you're at 80 together.
I have 45, and you have what? Sorry.
35. So you're at 80.
Yeah.
That's as high as that's gonna go.
Okay.
I thought you were at 75. I was like, you could get another 5, but that's not gonna go above 85.
Yeah, I did my math wrong. Shit. 80% chance of success.
Okay. Anything else anybody has here?
I'm legitimately considering ideas of just crushing the castle down.
Does all-encompassing invisibility actually mean shit? I assume it doesn't.
Not in this
I assume
case.
it's magic.
Well, especially not if Lamo's turning it all off.
I assume it is magic. I wasn't sure if it was a rogue skill or magic. I assume it's magic.
It is magic, yeah.
Can I trade? It'll just be luck, but will there be any point of giving some stats as well? Like giving some stats temporarily as well?
Do you have improved initiative?
No.
Then I can't see anything else that's gonna matter.
Okay.
I mean, you're giving him 35% luck. That matters.
You aren't gonna beat these beings on initiative.
Huh?
You're not gonna beat the beings on initiative. Not unless you block. I mean,
I mean, he only has to beat her.
Yeah.
Do you?
I guess that's true. He has to beat them all. I was thinking about that very thing.
You gotta beat them all.
If he's close enough.
It's her entourage. That's the whole point of having them.
Yeah.
If they're all there to guard her, then by definition.
I was thinking about that very thing.
I have a. Usually, I would say that gifts probably wouldn't matter this much in this situation, but I do have a Supreme Divine Gift of Delusion. Given that I'm doing this in such a way, Blind Justice does it. Would the Supreme Divine Gift of Delusion potentially give me something here that would actually make a difference?
I think if you have a Supreme Divine Gift of Delusion in this specific situation, sir, it's going to be you and her that rolls initiative.
It's going to be what, sorry?
It's going to be you and her that rolls initiative.
That's what I feel like that in this situation makes a lot of sense.
Yes. I think given the situation, the amount of delusion you're bathing yourself in, a Supreme Divine Gift of Delusion in this situation isn't going to be countered by another gift, especially you can drop it beforehand. So yes.
Yeah, then can I drop that now, or is that something I should drop at the moment?
Drop it now, technically, but let's see if there's anything else at the table. So I have to go to the restroom, and then I have to remember everything. So I want you to do it before you go in. Let's put it that way. Anything else that anybody has as idea-wise?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
I have the Dowosaurus. I could use that to potentially boost or try. I guess you said it's on a max out, right, on my list.
Yeah, we're 80%.
Do you have any boons of delusion?
I have the Supreme Divine Gift, and I have one gift of the feeling of inadequacy.
That's not gonna work. I was gonna see if there's anything that can help Lamo be like he has to be Kramer. You know what I mean? Like he has to.
Yeah.
Has to
Well,
live
you
it.
said. Well, you said me and the Kramersaurus.
R1, yeah.
R1, whatever.
Yes. I just want to make sure that there's not even a doubt in your mind that you are Kramer, that you're going there for pickles. That's what has to happen.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Your character has to, in that moment. It's like, ooh, oh man, I should have taken. Do you have George abilities? Tell me you have George abilities. Fantastic. I got it. Fantastic. Perfect. In that moment, I'll tell you, I was a marine biologist.
That's pretty good.
We're gonna combine those two skills. We're making some rolls, but we're gonna combine those two skills.
In that moment. That's such a good one.
And rip off the obstruction.
Let's
see. Okay. Anything else, y'all?
The Dowosaurus you said wouldn't really do anything, I assume.
I think it hurts more than it helps.
Yeah.
In this situation.
That's all I got.
Okay. I have to go to the restroom, and we're gonna play this out. We'll be right back. Pausing for a minute, everybody. Okay, let's do this thing. The first thing is so drop the boon, sir.
I will. The Supreme Divine Gift.
The Supreme Divine Gift. Yeah, drop
Yeah,
that.
I'm dropping it.
Lamo, I need you to roll your wisdom and your charisma. These can be port. Well, you don't have portent.
No, I can't.
But Blind Justice probably does.
Portent, yes.
Crit wisdom.
Mm.
Failed charisma.
Okay, that's fine. Roll against me on the 100 side. So.
70.
That does it.
Let's go.
Your character
Let's go.
walks in and says, "What?"
You wouldn't happen to have any sort of pickles on you, would you?
Right through the door. Okay. Now, we have to see if the massive sonic abilities behind you are enough to stop this.
I'm getting the nice 100 sided out. For this one.
Okay. The center of this place has only been moved momentarily, so you've got to roll against me two ways, sir. Roll against me on the 100 sided first. For your timing. Beat a 75. No portents here.
I did not. 71.
Okay, sir.
Let me see if I have one over 75. Let me check.
It doesn't matter. You can't portend this in this situation.
You said you can portend any 100 sided, no?
Not in the situation you're in now because his powers are active. He's trying to stop you.
Can I roll
trying to stop
incredible
everything.
luck here?
You sure can.
Okay. I did not.
Okay.
Can I roll incredible luck here? I have a luck aura.
You sure can.
And what is my incredible luck at right now? 80%?
80%.
I made it. 17.
Okay. I'm gonna let you roll this. Re-roll a second time.
100 sided, right?
Mm-hmm.
88.
You got it that time. Now you gotta roll against me the second time for the power. This one's a little trickier.
Let's go. 98.
You beat 87. Good for you. Okay. Blind Justice. Now it's time for initiative. You can't.
100 or 20?
20. I beat my 28. You gotta roll your. You gotta roll your incredible luck.
40. I made it.
Okay. Beat my 19.
You said beat 18 on a reroll?
19.
19. Oh shit. Okay. I rolled 14 and
Now
I
you do
am
it.
superior. So
100 sided. Roll your incredible luck.
34. Made it.
Beat my 29.
15. All right.
Roll
Incredible
again.
luck. 79. So I crit.
Ooh, you crit. Okay, sir. You're gonna get the better of two rolls. You're gonna get the better of two rolls.
Oh shit.
26 and 27.
17 and 17. Oh my god. Doesn't
Next.
matter. It's only 20. So next
Roll again. 100
luck.
side again.
22. Come on. This is
You
the
got a
one.
22.
This is the one. Yep, that's
You get
22.
the-
This is the one.
You get the better of three numbers.
I rolled 16,
26.
so 19.
30.
Fuck.
22.
Turns out that was not the one.
What are these rolls?
Alright, okay. Alright, luck. 80 flat!
What? 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 Okay. Let's roll again.
That was a heart attack. I'm gonna
Beat
lose
my
time.
25
Yeah,
or
16. Oh my god. I'm getting hammered
21.
right now.
21.
Okay. Luck. 74. Okay. Dude. come on.
27.
12.
Josh is rolling like a beast.
This is a
Yeah, this is
nightmare,
insane.
man.
He hasn't rolled anything under
Okay.
what,
6.
9?
6. I made 6 on incredible luck. 20 on 20 total.
14. You beat me finally.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Dude, if one of those was over 80, you'd have been done. Oh my god.
Dude, I saw the 80 and my heart sank.
Oh my god. You'd have been done. I'd have had you. Oh my god. Okay, sir. Now you have to roll that 100 sided one more time to try to Who are you? How did you get in here? How dare you? How dare you sully this place?
I finally meet you. Fuck you.
No, fuck you!
Now you must die to blind justice.
Okay. Roll your incredible luck.
47.
Okay. Now, with that, roll your backstab.
What's it? I have a 103% right now.
Oh, then you can't fail. Roll it though.
All right, cool. 94. Let's go.
You cut the sword down, and the cake is cut. Her hand falls off, and you see the whole room, all the Fae, gasp as they see cake cut. She flattens out and looks like a walking cake. Ah! Oh! How could you? How could you? King Confectioner! Why have you forsaken me? And she falls back and her hands like move around as she turns into cake. And you see the mother starter rise out of like just the ground. The mother starter appears. Oh, brother. Yes, sister. I heard. It's okay, my sister. I just didn't want to be stepped on anymore. Please. Please. It's okay, sister. It's okay. I have you now. And you see like rhizomes enter into her like body, and he absorbs her soul out of her. No, chat. I will not have my sister's soul claimed by you. You have her body. You will not take her soul. And he grabs her soul out of her body, and all that's left is a cake. She was a pseudo-elemental because she was a cake brought to life by King Confectioner and sent back in time to raise up the pseudo-Fae, the Pale Court in pseudo-Faerun. And everything is silent as the fairy court, these beings of ultimate power, shocked by the revelation that they were led not by a cabbage queen, but by a pale court fae, drop their weapons, drop to the ground, and the mother starter lets out a most terrible roar. And in this moment, throughout Faerun, you see holes shattering in the ground, and out pour out billions of crabs. And you see this form of Doomchat Omega rise over the horizon. and you see Bedbug running around, stabbing everybody he finds. Yeah, who didn't see this coming? Ah!
Yeah.
And you see him with a butcher knife cutting every fairy he finds. Doom chat and whatnot. Yeah, that's right. It's time for the Meta Wars now, baby. And the Meta Wars begin. Demons of Death Denadia. Chot demons start to flow en masse over the horizon, and y'all, everybody, the three of y'all, yeah, a chot demon appears and starts eating the cake.
Okay, good.
But the three of
really
y'all see an opportunity to just kind of back out. And
Well, she seems to find the pickles. Does anyone have the pickles?
We can just leave.
Oh, pray, get the shard. Beloved God.
Yes, the shard of the heart of the shadow of God is on the ground.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Okay. And as the forces gather, the Mother Starter looks over the horizon and disappears and then reappears on the horizon and begins to engage in a most epic battle. The Mother Starter becomes the first line of defense for Faerun in the Meta Magic Wars.
I always knew I liked that guy.
And Blind Justice is sitting there going, "Did I kill the dragon?"
Fuck you. I am a hero.
You have slayed the mighty beast.
The dragon lies dead.
And your sword the sword has cake all over it.
My blood-covered sword will be a mark.
I'm waiting for him to lick the blood off his blade.
Y'all actually have a pretty easy way out right now because of everybody's just shock and the immediate attack by the meta forces. So nobody even they didn't know she was. That's why when earlier there were some people who had suggested it wasn't a bad suggestion, it was a good suggestion to reveal that secret to the planes in order to undercut her. But if she had you done that, it may have prevented this moment from going off as good as it was. It was a good idea, but I kind of tried to push people away from it as well as I could because I knew that it might hurt this ending. But it is. What do you want to do now? I assume y'all are going to get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, that's my plan, but.
Okay. How? I mean, I would suggest dropping boons of shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you. Can I jump through a mountain or something?
I'm gonna drop. I could just do one for all of it, like for the three of us, right? Or do I need to drop one for each? Okay, yeah. I'll drop one for us to get out of here. Okay.
And the Meta Magic Wars have begun. So if anybody has been following King Confectionaire, y'all understand the cake thing. That was King Confectionaire's plan, was to turn the queen into cake. And that's what he did. And that's why time magic was so important for that plan, because he had to go back in time and make sure that's the way it always was. Bootstrap it. And way back, and I reiterated it today, many games ago, well, 4 games ago, Blind Justice was told by Blind Vengeance, you were going to cut the cake. That was what you're gonna cut the cake.
Ah.
And lots of stuff came together for that moment. Y'all get back and find that the world is talking about the end of the Cabbage Queen. People are some places are celebrating, some places are some places are devastated for multiple reasons, and all over the plains, metas and magical beings go to war, and almost immediately, metas get vast advantages because magic has been fighting itself for hundreds of years at this point, and in that weakened state, the meta beings are in a prime position to make quick advances, and quick advances they do indeed make. That goes all over, and your names are now plastered not only over the Eternity Trades, but everywhere on the plains, in Sigil, in the Forgotten Realms, across Faerun, across the Farm Plane, the Outlands, the Upper Plains, the Lower Plains, the Neutral Plains, anywhere, everywhere that is planar connected. Everybody hears the names of the Bloody Neutrals. To be feared. Nobody that walks or moves doesn't fear your name. And you are hated by some, loved by others, but you are definitely not hanging in the shadows. So that happens first.
And Blind Justice keeps bragging to people that he killed fuck you, and no one seems to care.
I'm getting mad just because he's calling him fuck you.
Outprayed, your total boons are brought up to 100. You get 100 boons of chat.
Let's go.
Total, that's what you have total. Bring yourself up to 100 boons of chat. People's prayers from across the plains to Chot, praising Chot, across realities. And what do you want to do now that y'all are back home? We'll start with you, Holden Wieners.
Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, it's take some time. We got get some skills.
Yeah. Okay.
There's gonna be some missions coming up related to the Meta Wars, and Outpray is gonna be an issue, and there's still things y'all have to deal with, some other problems that that there's still stuff on the trades that got to be cleaned up, and not the least of which, they are going to make a fundamental decision that they want to go after the primordial of madness that pushed Mondo to create Sheldon. So, and there's Thurrott too. You gotta deal with Thurrott.
I guess monster ecology.
You want to learn monster ecology?
Sure.
All right. Well, your wisdom 5 times, your intelligence 5 times. It's a good skill to have.
I got never mind. I got 2 crits in.
Okay.
Wisdom's all passes, and intelligence is all passes as well.
Okay. Well, you get it. You get the skill monster ecology. Blind Justice, what do you do now? What's your move?
Did we get our rewards for this mission?
I was about to deal with that very thing. With one thing, you got the shard. The shard is insanely powerful.
Who gets the shard?
That's a good question. Additionally, Wu Wong is willing to share with you the location of any artifacts y'all want to go after, and some time off to go after them. If there's any, if there's anything, he will give you maps and information that you want to go after any artifact you want in all of existence for each of you, if you want, however you want to forge it, and each of you gets 100 billion money points. Okay. Chat Fae are now a thing in the game.
God
yes. Yes.
Damn it.
I was considering jumping the points for him too. I was really.
They grow more.
We do.
They can't
We
keep
sure
getting away
do.
with this.
I'm so conflicted because in game, most of my characters, or a lot of my characters, like meta, but out of game, I want the magic to win.
It is 100 billion money points,
100
and
billion?
any artifact you want to go after, you get
I
information.
feel like 100 billion has got to be low for killing the queen, though, right?
I mean, the question is that do you want to? Eventually, if you have too much money, y'all aren't gonna be able to. You're gonna have to retire from the bloody neutrals. He can't.
I mean, that's fair.
He can't
It's not even money. I just,
Mhm.
He can't over. He can't do too much.
It seems like an easy way to underpay someone, you know?
We need to form a union or something.
Yeah, but there needs to be a union here.
Yeah. A 5-man union.
100 billion is like one night at the Dorja, and that's like if you're not getting appetizers.
You're not wrong.
Like you're
but
going light.
Don't eat the Dorja.
Oh, good. I'm on the bloody neutrals, but I can't eat the damn Dorja.
Oh, I didn't realize we're poor now. Okay.
Jesus.
You can fuck right off. How about that? You can fuck right off.
I'm just saying. Seems a little low pan, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I know what what I want to seek out for sure.
Okay.
I have no idea what I want to seek out. So I'm taking that hard
no
nap.
lie.
The other parts of the equation, or if there's something else that he has in mind. But that's what I would want to seek out, the other parts of the equation.
Yes, done. He gives you the information. You can go after all. He'll get you. You can go after the other parts of the equation.
But like
Great
we can't
idea.
actually go after them, right? Because we have to do one-on-ones to do that.
No, y'all can go as a group and get each item y'all want. Y'all are powerful enough and have resources. You can go after whatever you want to go after. It's up to y'all. Or if you want to wait till one-on-ones, that's fine. But you have the locations of the rest of the equation. Lame-o. I have to say, I love the plan. I loved the way it was formed. I love the idea of getting the Unarians involved. I loved using the Kramer. Never would have thought of that to get in. I loved every part of the plan. I thought it was beautifully. I love the idea of immense numbers moving the center. All of it. It was so well done to get well done. Holden Wieners using the Korskin brothers to share his incredible luck with you. Getting I wanted y'all to reach out to all of the players that have been in this war all the time. They would be 100% behind you. You have enough cred that they would believe you could do it, and they would be behind you 100%. It all came together beautifully, and I really was impressed by the way y'all planned and pulled it off. So good for you. Though there were some times though when those rolls were going, I was like, fuck, he's gonna break 80. And I'm just gonna win right here. I'm just gonna destroy them both. It's over.
You're rolling like a fiend. You rolled.
Yeah,
You had
Dude,
like
that
a
was
19
nuts.
I
one
failed
time.
so many initiatives, but I made so many critical lucks.
Yeah.
It was
Josh, you
bonkers,
literally
dude.
rolled like over 10, like 10
I
times
know.
in a row.
I know, sir. I was feeling it happen. I was like, oh, dude, they're in trouble. I'm having one of those nights.
I'm on a tear. Somebody stop
I'm
me.
having one of those nights. It is your turn, Squimpus. What do you want to do? You have 100 billion, and any item you want, you can get knowledge of where and how to get it. In all of existence.
Okay. Well, give me the keys to the kingdom there. Give me some time. I'll think about it.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do with your time off?
Yeah, give me some time. I'll think about it.
Okay. Alamo, anything else you want to do with your time off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find the rest of the ingredients to this damn sandwich.
What sandwich?
What do you mean, what sandwich? The pickles, man.
I can't, dude. And then using the George effect to make sure you are that in that moment. I became a marine biologist. When that dawned on me, I was like, yes, because I imagine nobody knows the show. I imagine nobody knows the show better than Lamo. Lamo has every episode memorized. Perfect.
Cataloged and
yes.
locked down.
Right. And I'll tell you, it made the whole build of this character where you psionically manipulate a class about nothing. Perfect. It was so cool.
Yeah, no, it's so fun. I added that to the sheet, by the way, as one of the memes.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm gonna do. Lamo is 100% going to.
Outprayed has pickles at his house.
So, Outprayed, I hear you've got some pretty sweet shot pickles at your place. I am still lacking some for your sandwich.
I mean, I've got pretty much shot everything. You just want some chat pickles, of course.
Yeah, do you mind?
No, here. I'll give up the pickles and I'll bless it.
Listen, you're gonna have to open the jar for me, you know, the whole...
Of course, no problem.
I, look down at my body.
For you, Lamo, anything.
Hey, thanks, pal.
So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my sandwich. The fruits of my victory. Fruits of our labor.
Okay. You'll eat a very nice sandwich. I like a good pickle. I like a the cold ones.
Gives you that crunch, yeah.
Yeah.
And normally I'd go for a tuna on rye. Not this time. I'm thinking chicken on white.
Can I supreme divine the shard to the court sword? No, sir. As much as there have to be limits, and those would be that would be what we call in the game overcooking my grits. As much as I like to give y'all what you want, but I can't. I have to address that one. Sorry. Outprayed. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of an artifact I really want. I'm gonna take the shard. Did Wong want it at all, or was that just?
I mean, Wong will take it, but he was gonna leave it to y'all as a reward if you got it.
Okay.
Right now, Wong and the rest of the syndicate are eating at the doors right now.
Their dinner's gonna cost more than our pay, boys. Remember that?
That's right. It will too. You're not wrong. And they're
literally rich people. These people, the Lucky Breaks a slum and the Syndicate's a slum. new hashtags.
Everything's wrong.
I want to take the shard to the church and tell them to put it like our most secure fucking vault.
Well, you do have an account at the OMEL, the Ohenyu Bank of Light, and they have the most secure vaults on the plains. Soon, they will be. There's no doubt that people will be like, Gnome Bank who?
You know, Vault says this year should be broken into and stolen from.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would risk that with Talon and Wu Wong and Preston Rose and I. Yeah, there's people. Just the fact that the syndicate owns the bank is enough to keep people from freaking stealing anything that matters from it.
Then yeah, I'm gonna put it in in there.
We will make sure it goes to the highest level of security. And he gives you the safety deposit box and your key. The ONU Bank of Light. Anything else you want to do out, Pride, with your turn?
I'm not sure what. Give me some time because I got to think of an artifact I really want.
Gotcha. Holden Wieners.
I have 3 different ideas. So, one is to try to find an artifact that can take out the god, whoever cursed me in life, to, be how I am.
Which god was that?
I don't know. I was gonna leave it up flexible.
Okay.
And then, or just the strongest Power Ranger artifact. I couldn't really think of one because there's obviously multiple. Or Alpha Ranger.
I mean, there's so many great Ranger artifacts, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
They have been in the game, and they are awesome. There's just so many great Alpha Ranger artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to look those up and find one you want.
Okay.
Be pretty perfect. Not gonna lie.
I was looking at a couple, but it wasn't.
I like them.
Yeah.
There's a version of Thor's hammer. An Alpha Ranger Thor's hammer. There's a version of Excalibur. They're pretty cool. Though I think the hammer actually is in the hands of Isaac Gigathan. I wonder where I should have had a little more with Kled through the Fairy Wars. Kled should have made him more of a. I should have him come up during the meta magic wars. There's only so much.
He'll bask in the blood.
It makes sense he'd come out during the meta magic wars. That he's woken up from a. He's been sipping too much of the juice for a little bit.
Yeah, the mushroom juice. I mean, you can only even when you're being very comprehensive, you can only touch on so many characters in a given storyline.
What? I mean, are there any artifacts that even like? I feel like Blind Justice is such a weird character. I can't think of any like swords that I know of or like items I know of that would be super useful that aren't just gonna ascend him.
You go after the Imperial Regalia.
I have no idea what that is.
Look it up.
You're gonna make me do Googling, huh?
Yes. Mortal Kombat artifacts would be nice. Yes, I'm making you actually learn something, Sean. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm not. There's no way I can read this in my current condition. So.
Just transfer the blindness to me, and I'll
come back to this another day.
Okay. Squimpus, have you come up with any ideas?
I'm so exhausted. I'm not really.
Okay.
Probably
Do we
not.
want to end it here? Seems like there's that we've kind of
I'm
come
down to
to
do stuff. It seems like he was just like, hey, I'll give you a map to something, but you have to go do it, even though you killed the most wanted person in existence. I need you to pick what you want, and I'll tell you where to find it, but you still have to go do it, and you better do it on your vacation time.
And
That's what
gave
it feels like. I'll be honest. Like, hey, take your unpaid time and go. It's like, all right, well, all right, cool.
Welcome to the real world.
I mean, if you want, you can go to any of his resorts.
It's corporate
got
America
plenty of-
all over again.
Oh my god.
it's still not enough to get
As
to
if I don't go to the office tomorrow by 8:30,
Yeah,
Josh. Like, come on,
work all day,
Jesus.
come home and keep working.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus Christ.
Then do y'all want your dad? I mean, he gives free resorts to one of his Jurassic Park resorts.
Yeah, I'll go.
He has them everywhere. Huh?
Let Kramer Shores roam free.
Get a pina colada, relax on the beach.
Okay.
I'm setting up a kill in the Community in Darkness, but I'm too tired to do it right now.
I mean, it's a good time to do it. I want you to get a chance to do that and Rumpelstiltskin. I thought the middle of the
Rumpelstiltskin's just a dead man walking in. He's dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
The
rest of them.
I have to say, y'all. So we'll call it a little early tonight.
Hello?
Can I do
hello?
one more thing?
Yeah, please. Yes.
Go on.
My God is encouraging me to actually put the shard into the church vaults.
Okay.
So I will move it to the church vaults.
Okay, they're in the church vaults. I'm sure those are secure. and that you have an unbreakable security system where nobody in any game can just go in and steal it.
I sense some sarcasm in that voice.
A little
That's
bit,
true.
sir. I think if you give a crap about this not falling into someone's hands, the church vaults don't strike. Unless someone's going to convince me that this chaotic god, who has shown no, consistency or regard for consequences, is at. But I don't see what choice you have. If they've commanded it, do it. But I'm getting it the fuck out of there tomorrow.
What about the Onarian vault?
It is not getting stolen either way.
I mean, could be put in the OBL vaults, but then you worry about the OBL taking. No one's gonna take it from their vaults, but
no, the syndicate's not going to take it. The syndicate's not going to take it. They're contractually obligated.
Those are the best vaults in the probably.
I'm seeing
Josh, you act like people don't break laws.
Let me put it this way: I am not. If you put it in the church vaults tomorrow, I have it back in the game. If you put it in the OBL vaults, maybe 4 years from now, somehow, some way, someone in the syndicate gets their hands on it or something. That's the difference. If you put it in the church vaults, I'm putting it back into the game tomorrow, because I do not believe A, there's not an infinite number of people who want it, and B, I do not think that the church vaults are strong enough to hold it.
Yeah,
or they're not secure.
It's gonna have to stay at the bank. Like there's just no way.
Yeah, is God committed in the chat? See.
Yeah.
keep the shard in the bank.
Yeah, it's gonna stay in the bank.
Keep the sword in the bank. Keep the shard in the bank.
What's the bloody neutral's position in this war?
You're gonna have a lot of positions, yeah.
Are we gonna have to make decisions like per character, or are we taking a side as a whole?
I mean, eventually you're going to. It's complicated because you're going to be affecting both sides in various ways. This game is about to take a really interesting turn because Outprayed is at the center of this war, whether he wants to be or not.
Yeah, and I think we've all, I don't know. Outprayed might know that that there's at least a chance Blind Justice is a you know who, right?
There's no chance of that.
I mean, he was originally designed to be that. I don't know if we consider. So it is not that, right, in the game.
No, you've never gave me any. We talked about it.
Perfect. Okay.
We deliberately talked about it.
I'm just making sure. Okay, I'm making sure that that's what we decided on. Okay, he is not. Okay, in which case I'm on the side of Magic.
I mean, and I know that can happen anytime you choose it to. But as it is now, it's not.
That's fine. And then I just I had to figure out where we were.
We had talked about it. I'm pretty sure we had a pretty clear conversation about it.
Just making sure, because that obviously is a defining point for where he lands in the war.
I mean, he's a mage. He doesn't know he's a mage though, so it's a very complicated situation.
Yeah.
Wu Wang has it's, and I don't want to give too much of the plot coming up away. I got some really cool twists. Outpraid's place in all this is going to be really, really important. So I don't want out of game, are y'all not able to drop channel points right now? Oh yeah, you are.
I can. Yeah. I don't know about them.
Yeah, why couldn't we?
I can. I just haven't as Outprayed like in this game because I feel like that's.
Y'all can drop channel points anytime you want. Planet ADHD and Mother Rebecca have chosen not to drop channel points.
To stay uninvolved in the war.
To stay uninvolved in the war, which I don't understand, but everybody do their own thing.
I'm planning on holding mine to try and drop it for a kid's game.
That's interesting.
Josh, the only thing I can think of that would make sense for, like, as far as a weapon right now would be to enhance my sword that was already enhanced by delusion. I had like delusion on the side.
You can't gain channel points?
You can't gain channel points? I've been getting channel points.
That's
I got
weird.
some this game, but not as many as normal for whatever reason.
That's weird. That's so weird. I haven't done anything to freeze channel points.
I've gotten some this game.
It's weird.
Yeah, I've gotten some of them, but I feel like
I've gotten some.
I feel like it's slower, like you said though, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I normally in like a 3-hour game, I think I normally get around a K, 1,000.
That's weird.
I got like 500, and I've had the stream up the whole time, so I'm not sure.
Strange. I don't know. I don't know.
What about the short sword Saba Tommy Oliver has?
Say again?
The short sword is Saba, the white
So,
white
yeah,
ring.
the tiger sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intelligent. Lets you summon certain types of alpha mechs. All kinds of powers, sir. We can go over them all.
Yeah.
Gives you spell casting options that you don't otherwise have.
Is there anything I can do, Josh, to enhance my Sword of Delusion? That's the only thing I can think of that really makes sense for Blind Justice, is just continue down the Delusion path. And I already have the Vorpal Sword that has Delusion written on it from when I absorbed that elemental. The only thing I can think to do is just keep enhancing that.
I have a version of Excalibur in the imagination realms. It's a giant rubber sword, and it's extraordinarily powerful. That's what you should go after. It's the perfect. It's the perfect twin to your delusion sword. Thank y'all for coming. Oh, everybody at the table gets 2 levels for sure.
Okay.
Woo! Don't forget to tip your waiter.
They go fix my artifacts.
Thank y'all for coming. Thanks for everybody for seeing this. Thanks for being a part of the Cabbage Queen saga. We've got the Meta Magic Wars, and then there will be hopefully a time of peace. For now, the stream is ending.